Welcome to the 8th episode of Pelagaius. I'm your humble GM, the Emerald Emperor. So, for a recap, since it's been 2 weeks since we've played, last time we left off, you guys had just finished essentially exploring the essentially a portal in an abandoned sort of like guard outpost, almost like a dwarven outpost, but not quite dwarven. You guys got essentially, you guys had some trials and tribulations, and then you guys lost the artifact that was on the inside, a cat statue.
Got bamboozled is what we did.
You got ambushed. You guys came out to find out that whoever had stolen it unleashed a primordial earth elemental, a creature of gigantic proportions.
Holy.
Left unchecked, this creature could potentially destroy the turtle that you guys have been on for the last couple of weeks.
That we call home.
For some of you.
No, yes, some of them. Not me.
So, at this point in time, you guys are in the desert. You guys can see it on the map. What would you guys like to do?
Is it on the map?
The elemental is not on the map yet.
Okay.
Well, it's in the desert, so we need to go to the desert, or are we there?
It's not in the desert.
We're in the desert.
You are in the desert.
We're in the desert.
Well, then where is this thing? Dahlia, where is this thing? Where's this elemental?
As she goes to answer,
Oh, look, wait, what? What's going on? I'm going to get down on my knees.
I like how it played for you and it didn't play for in here.
It played for me.
It didn't play for you either?
No.
It's probably because I put it on the... Yep, that's why I
Yep.
put the wrong deals. Hold on. There we go.
Again, on knee. The fog.
Well,
Yeah.
Looking south, over the mountain ranges, you see what appears to be a giant stone man of sorts. Rising up. Rocks fly through the air. Into what you remember is the forest. For those of you that were there.
Yeah.
And you're sure, based on the size of the rocks, that it is flattening parts of the forest into nothing. So, now what would you guys like to do?
well, I mean, when the next boat coming? Let's go find a boat, guys. Nah. Well, fuck. Okay. What should we do?
Well, we're just going to have to get into this thing.
Is there a way to, like... Oh, fuck. Okay.
As you guys kind of sit there and discuss it, the elemental kind of gets up onto its... Essentially, it's almost like on all fours, and it pushes itself up to where it's standing upright. As you guys watch, it kind of totters, almost like it just woke up. And it slowly starts to descend the mountain, out of sight. Headed that direction.
What's over there?
I have
anybody know what-
no clue.
What direction? I asked, what's her face? Is it
Dahlia.
this
Dahlia, at this
Dahlia.
point, is clutching her chest. And she seems to be murmuring something.
I'm going to step back a couple of steps away from her.
And as she continues to murmur, she falls flat to the ground.
Oh, no.
She is so useless. All right. I walk over to her and check her out and see what's up.
She's dead.
Check her. Uh-huh. What?
She. Oh.
As you watch, her bark-like skin begins to wither, almost like a dead tree that has essentially fallen in the forest.
Okay. Is there any part of her that that I could get memories from or something real quick with my primal magic or whatever?
If you would like to try that, go ahead and roll me a daunting primal magic check.
Oh, fuck.
Okay.
You got this.
I got this. Let's see. Dice rolls. Daunting was how many?
That would be 4.
4.
So that's only 3 for me. Is my thing. Super success.
Okay, so you were successful. You essentially placing a hand on the back of her neck, right about where the the spinal cord meets the actual brain of a regular individual. You place your hand there and you begin casting your magic, trying to pull out the memories. You're successful. What you weren't expecting is how you get sucked in to these memories. Like it literally pulls your consciousness from your body almost into these memories. And you're
So he's
living
unconscious too?
no, you're not he's not unconscious. You guys just
Okay.
see what looks like a trance. For Aaron, he experiences the exact moments when Dahlia's tree is struck by one of those giant rocks and flattened.
Oh.
And it is pain unlike you have ever felt before in your life. It's enough that it actually, you come out shrieking in agony and writhe upon the ground.
I'm drenched in sweat entirely, and yeah, she's super dead.
Are you okay?
My god. Yeah, I died a little bit. I died.
A little?
Yeah.
Are you okay? You don't look
No,
right.
it's fine. I'm even paler than I used to be. Yeah, I'm no, it's fine.
Do you need to
Oh,
sit?
fuck.
What's going on? What do we need to do?
I don't know what we need to do. All I know is that the thing stepped on her. And
What? How?
the
She's
rock,
with us.
she's a druid, and her druidic tree got destroyed. So,
Do I?
you know.
Would I know what a dryad would look like?
Seeing as how you have seen one right in front of you now, yeah. And based on what he's talking about, you can kind of put 2 and 2 together.
We need to go stop it before it does more destruction.
How are we supposed to stop? That thing's at least 10 feet tall.
You get the feeling it's a lot bigger than that. You guys saw it pretty clearly from the desert.
Well, I said at least 10 feet tall.
Yeah. That's like calling the ocean a puddle.
Yes.
Hey, it's at least a puddle, you know? You
Okay.
say at least.
All right.
No matter what it is.
All right. Calling a mountain a molehill.
Correct. All about perspective. Anyway, we need to stop this shit.
Okay. How? Where? How are we supposed to fight that thing? We're not, if we go anywhere near it, he probably will just, a pebble will drop off his pecs and we'll die.
At least we tried.
Well, I don't think combat is the best idea with this thing. I think there's got to be some other way. Are there any of the desert people around?
If you were to head north, you would find the desert people's village. They live basically up here. You've seen this village before.
Okay. And how long would it take us to get there? Do I know?
It would take you guys roughly half a day on foot.
And how far is that creature?
From where you guys are at now, it's about 2 weeks travel on foot.
Okay. Yeah, that's what I thought. Do we know how much time we have to deal with this? We don't have any clue, do we?
Do you guys?
Probably
Not
good
long. We do not have long at all.
Yeah, I don't think we have 2 weeks to go fight it.
But I don't think we have any time to spare either.
I think what I think we need to do is get information, because we don't know anything about what that creature is or what its objective is. And if we don't know those things, how are we supposed to fight it?
Well, obviously it's destruction because it just killed her and the tree she was part of.
I think that's just, I don't know. I don't think it was directed at her. I think it was just, I threw some rocks, they landed on a tree, it died, you know? I don't think. I'm just worried. It's walking.
It seems to be walking somewhat towards Lignum. The area
Lignum?
where towards Lignum. Essentially, the area where you guys saw where Christina's other character is now trapped by a demon.
No.
So like where that stone circle tree place was, right?
Yep, that's right here.
Right. Okay. So that's the direction. Okay.
Kind of. It's hard to tell because he's just going down the mountain at this point. You can still kind of see him, so it's hard to judge exactly where he's going.
Can we tell how long it will take him to get there?
He's big. It won't take long at all.
It'll take him a little time to get there. He's very big, yes, but at this point he's also seems to be very slow.
We need to warn people. We need to get people out of the path. We need to go.
Then what I think we should do is go to the desert village up there first. And then maybe they can give us some mounts or something so we can get to Lignum faster.
Well, I'm willing to do anything right now to just stop that thing.
Okay, let's go to the desert village. Or the Shadow Clan, right?
Something like that. Yeah, I think it's the Storm Reaver.
Rudy, you are
the Shadow Moon Clan.
There we go, Shadow Moon Clan.
Yeah.
What do you think, Rudy?
Right.
As I take my last bite of rations, I ruffle my beard a little bit. My newly found beard, by the way, because, I lost an arm growing.
Right. That's
I say, what if we talk to the turtle?
How are you fucking gonna talk to the turtle?
I don't know. But if anything can get it off his back, it'd be him. I'm not about to start pushing the giant, earth elemental, but, the currents hit him once, he might be drifting.
Yeah, but if a current that's big enough to get that thing out of here will take out half the island.
Wow. I don't know. If you can tell everybody on that half the island, it's good to. You want to lose the entire turtle, or?
I think we should go to the Shadow Moon Clan first. See if they can give us a little more information about what we're up against.
If anything, maybe we can find a way to deactivate them.
To deactivate them, yeah, that's what I mean. Like information on how to, because I do not think we could fight him in combat. I think he'll just put his hand down and push it to death.
That thing is still walking.
Okay, let's go. Let's go.
Oh dear. Sound like my stomach.
Alright, so where are you guys going?
I think unless y'all disagree, we're going to go to the Shadow Moon Clan.
Don't disagree. We need to go, though.
Yeah.
Alrighty, so you guys walking, or are you going to try something else to get there faster?
Can I try and get my lizard, my lizard beast,
Gorak Toll?
Gorak Toll, yeah, to come and help us.
Sure.
Just do a quick divine check and see if he'll come to us or whatever.
Go ahead and give me an average writing check.
An average writing check. I think I'm doomed, but.
Or survival. I'll let you choose survival too.
Average is only 2.
Yep.
Okay, yeah. Okay, I can do survival.
There you go.
Not only do you summon yours, apparently it's found a friend and brought it back
Yeah.
with it. Though the friend is a little more ill-tempered than yours was.
I like it.
I'm gonna try and get up on mine and ride towards them and have someone on the back. Because I'm not good at riding checks, so if someone's ill-tempered, I'm gonna be doomed.
Alright, so you get on the back of yours. The rest of you kind of split up between the other one and the primary Gurok Toll.
Yes.
Luckily, even though the one seems ill-tempered, it seems very happy to follow the Gurok Toll that Kustrox is riding. Yeah, pretty much. You get the sense that Kustrox is a female, where this one's a male, because the females tend to be bigger.
Okay.
So you guys, essentially within a couple hours, make it to the Shadow Moon Clan's village. When you guys get there, the village is in complete and utter disarray. There are villagers running everywhere, trying to gather supplies. It looks like they are getting ready to freaking abandon this area as fast as they can.
So there's your answer. What's going on? I'll stop somebody. What's going on? What's going on? What's happening?
Are you crazy, woman? And he points to the elemental.
We saw it.
That thing can destroy this entire turtle. We have to get off of it.
We could find a way to take care of it, too.
You're welcome to try, you crazy nut. And he just, bolts off.
Do we know, do I know who the leader is because I've been here before?
Yes.
Okay, I'm gonna go find him and see if I can get a little better information than a random stranger.
Okay. Alright, so you go and you find the chieftain.
Mm-hmm.
The chieftain looks back as you kind of approach. He clasps wrists with you, as per the traditional greeting.
Yes, I obviously reciprocate.
Yeah. He,
Yeah.
Friend, it is good to see you again, even in these dire circumstances.
Well, the plan is to make them less dire. Is there anything we can do to get rid of it? Or do you know anybody that knows how to get rid of it? Or
are we just
the only person that I know of would be Lukil. She was of the ancient order that would be able to tell you the stories of that elemental. So if you can find her, you can figure it out.
So Lukil was at the place,
yes.
right?
Out of character.
Last time you knew, she was actually back at the other village.
Oh, okay. Do you know where she is now? Do you know where she would be?
I have not seen Lukil in many years.
Okay. Fuck.
I say we go towards where the elemental's going. Maybe she's there and he's trying to stop her.
That might work. How long would it take us to get there on our beast?
On your beast of burden? Yeah. It would probably take you roughly, if you guys are riding normally, it would take you about a week. If you push them, probably 3 or 4 days.
Okay. I ask him, do you know how long we have till the island's gone?
He kind of looks over at the elemental. If I remember my stories correctly, that elemental's a little small. It would need to be much larger than it is now.
What stories?
Have you not heard of Ragnarok?
No.
The end of the turtle.
Caught in a gemstone for I don't know how long.
I came from a different turtle, as you can see. I point to my dwarfness.
I'm not of this turtle either, but...
And the chieftain kind of looks at you, Kustrak, and goes, "Have I never told you these stories, friend? These are usually the ones that we tell by the fireside at night."
I guess not.
"So let me tell you the story then. The very down and dirty version. When the turtles were formed millennia ago, they had to have help growing the land. The land was grown by several different elementals, one for each of the primary elements: fire, earth, water, and wind. Without all four, the turtles would never have had this land upon them, and the land would not continue to return, nor the rivers, nor the lakes. Something must have knocked this elemental out of balance with its brethren." And you hear a again. "For it to wake solo is never a good sign. The old prophecies, from what I remember, state something along the lines of, should one elemental alone awake, the turtle is doomed. Then again,
Okay.
I may be entirely wrong. In this case, I'm not going to find out. My people are leaving this turtle, unless we have some sort of plan to put it back to sleep or destroy it."
What happens if we wake up the other three?
I would assume balance would be brought back between the four. Beyond that, I don't even know where they would be at.
Good point. I turn to Kitlin.
Yes.
What do you think?
I think I said yes.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. What do you think? Same with you, Rudy.
I think the turtle would know where he's keeping his elementals.
This is true.
Do we know if the turtles talk?
Nobody has actually ever tried, as far as you know.
Okay.
Add a character,
What were you
this would
saying?
have been Grasha.
Like, I'm just pointing out here that I don't think we're gonna outrun the guy that has like a 4-mile leg span.
Yeah.
He's slow,
So
though.
he's 4 miles is still 4 miles per step.
We could beat him.
I'm just suggesting.
I think we could do it. Come on.
All right, you get on your little or your giant duty majigger and start toting your boat over there. I would like to go talk to the turtle.
Okay.
Do we have a means of keeping communication? Because I'm never going to see you guys again otherwise.
Yeah.
Not really, I don't think.
Like a cell phone or something?
No, I don't think there's anything like that. I guess you could try like a message spell, or try to create something like that, but that's going to be really hard magic to do on the fly.
You
have anything?
I will not.
Do you have a way we could communicate with each other? I think we should not split up or anything. But I asked the chief, do you have anything that could help us communicate better across distances?
Usually my tribe uses smoke signal if we need to. But that's not going to work in your case.
No.
I don't even know how to read smoke signals.
He looks at you like you're absolutely insane.
He is insane.
That's okay. Okay. Should we go talk to the turtle?
Well, Rudy seems to be hell-bent on doing it, so...
I don't...
It's not going to do us any good if I just say, hey, where's your, elementals located, and then I'll have to traverse an entire turtle to get to it. I stroke my gallant mustache with my one remaining arm.
So we need to somehow put this guy back in balance.
We need the other three elementals.
Or we need to put him back in balance. What is causing him to be out of balance? probably a good thing to ask too.
That is tough to say at this point. He shouldn't have been out of balance before.
Could be a bad pH.
Oh my
Yeah.
god.
You know, they got a rock up in his on his side, and he just couldn't sleep anymore. You know, he had to find
Just
it.
go scratch his back, guys.
Yeah.
Oh.
There's a
Plan
stick
B will be
somewhere
to
stuck.
flip the turtle.
Plan B will be genocide. Okay.
Plan B. And now I'm thinking, press B to jump. Press B to jump. If you guys haven't seen Unforgotten Realms, you need to watch it.
Yep.
Because that's where I'm getting all of this.
So, what was who's the chick that would know more?
Luke Kill.
Luke Hill.
Just so you guys are aware, too, Luke Kill is dead. She was actually one of the ones that was killed by the wyvern, or the worm. Just so you're aware.
Right. Right. So we don't know. So we don't even know if anybody would know.
Nope, not at this
That's
point.
why we're heroes. All right, here's the plan, guys. You get me a giant catapult, launch me up there. I'm gonna sing him a lullaby, or maybe tell him my life story. Either way, he's gonna put me back to sleep.
Okay.
Either way,
deal.
it would put him to sleep. Now, I think if you want to talk to the turtle, you're not going alone. I won't let you go. There's too much danger out there for you to go alone.
Still doesn't do us any good to talk to just the turtle, because, like I said, he's gonna clear more ground than we.
Do we know where he got up? There should be a giant crater where he got up.
Yeah,
right?
essentially. So I'll kind of draw a big free-handed red X so you guys know where he got up at.
Okay.
Right there.
I think we should go there. Or we should go here. One of the two. Because if he's going here, there must be something drawing him here.
Exactly.
Or there must be something here that woke him up that we can stop, that might put him back to sleep. Would we have to, if we had to take a path, would we have to go like this way? Or can we just cut through the mountain?
You could go any way you like. Just keep in mind different paths are going to be more difficult than others.
I deleted my token.
Oof.
How did you manage that?
Hold on, I'll retrieve your token.
I meant to just delete the marks I made, and I got the token.
Not to show off, but you could have totally have done that.
Yeah, you're right.
There you go.
I'm just dumb. Okay.
When was the last time we hung out with that big old sandworm?
It's been a while. You guys don't know exactly where he is.
I'm curious because maybe, and I might be high on some sort of gnome juice, but is it possible to ride the sandworm through a mountainside?
Possibly.
And towards this guy, because aren't these things supposed to be like guardians? It was originally the guardian of the desert. What was he guarding?
That is a very good question. As you kind of ask that of the chieftain, he looks a little uncomfortable, like he doesn't want to tell you.
Oh,
Oh, man. Mr. Chieftain, are you holding out on something? Are you a Mrs. Chieftain? I'm not here to assume your chieftain gender. I just want to know, like, if we're gonna lose the turtle anyway, why are you keeping secrets from saving it? I'm asking you politely. Does my beetle intimidate you at all?
He kind of looks at it, and he go ahead and roll a. Are you trying to like intimidate him, or are you trying to persuade him to give you the information?
Oh man, it doesn't matter either which
subtle
way.
Intimidation, nice.
I'm just trying to negotiate some knowledge out of him. I don't want to deceive him or like force knowledge.
So negotiation would be something that you're willing to give him knowledge-wise in return. So this would either be a charm or a coercion check.
All right. Well, I will take charm obviously because I don't want to roll a 1 green instead of 2 yellow.
Okay,
Right.
so go ahead and roll it, and give
should I
me
rephrase
a...
my state?
No, you're fine. So go ahead and roll me a average charm check.
Average is 2.
Yes.
Yes.
Do I get any sort of weird bonuses? I don't remember.
Not
I know
unless...
I can give him disadvantages.
Yep, to his check against people. He's not trying to hide that like that.
Ooh!
Nice.
He kind of looks at it, he looks at you, looks at the giant primordial stone elemental, looks back to you, looks back at the elemental. The guardian isn't here to guard us. That's the common story that we tell everyone else. The worm is here to actually guard the mirage. It's a secret that's been passed down through my family for generations. Essentially, should someone gain access to that, there is an artifact in it that potentially could destroy the world, not just the turtles.
Well, apparently somebody is
Think-
after things to destroy things. Don't you think we should know this?
How do you get into the Mirage?
It's only available once a year. There's
Did
Go ahead.
I described the position of stars.
And he kind of looks at you and he's like, "How did you know that?"
Fuck.
No.
You're not.
You keeping secret on us too?
The position of the stars opened the portal,
Uh-huh.
and in the portal, the cat statue, and someone has the cat statue. What is? Do you know what the artifact takes shape of?
I was not given that information. I just know that there are a total of 5 of them.
I think someone already has one of the artifacts.
Not it.
Probably,
Do you have a
if
beetle?
they did, we'd all be dead.
No, don't they need to gather all 5 of them, or something like that? If there's 5 of them, I don't know.
You would have to speak to one of the ancients for that knowledge. That has long
Right.
been lost to the sands of time.
But I do think-
Ba-dum-bum. Anyway.
I think
She's gonna start pacing.
Okay.
I do think that whoever ambushed us and took the whatever is the one. That was one of the artifacts.
The orc kind of goes pale. That's not good.
I pull Kushak aside and say, I forget, where were they going? Where did we encounter these bandits?
That was the dungeon we conquered just a little bit ago. Remember? Actually, you might not. You got.
I nod
several
quietly.
unconscious. Yeah, you were unconscious most of the time.
Yeah, he wasn't himself.
Essentially, it's the same area you remember as where you guys fought the giant lamia lady that kissed you.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
After that kiss, you were not the same.
Nope.
Did I grow my arm back?
No. Your arm is still missing.
Gotcha. So not that good of a kiss.
Nope.
No.
Not that good.
You just weren't the same after that.
Okay.
Still pacing. Impatient.
What are you thinking?
We need to get solutions fast, because the turtle's going to be destroyed soon.
What do you think I'm trying to do? I'm asking questions.
I've been lucky.
I want to get the sandworm.
No idea what's going on.
Okay.
What are the odds of a sandworm talking to me?
Fairly low there, little one.
Gotcha. I'll have to take that chance because not only will it be able to get us through the mountainside, what if it just eats this elemental? What's the downsides of killing the giant earth elemental?
Imbalance in our world, but I'm not entirely sure that the guardian of the desert's going to be enough against a primordial.
Well, if imbalance is kind of not an option, then we kind of need to lull him to sleep. Do you have any sort of weird divining powers there, Kushrok, to like track where we lost that thing?
Um, I can try.
Yeah, trying would be a good idea.
Let's try.
Beetle, do you know where to find these guys?
Gotcha.
Thank you.
And it goes around and around your head really fast.
Yeah. Is there any checks? What were you asking for me to do to divine for the statue?
Location of the thing where these bandits made off with our stuff.
Right. Yeah, the cat statue. Is there anything I can do to try and locate a general direction of the cat statue?
As long as you have some sort of, like, you're fairly familiar with them, so you could try and divine that way. If you had an implement of theirs, like a piece of clothing, hair, something along those lines, it'd be a little easier. But where you just kind of know about them, it's going to be a fairly difficult divination to do.
Okay. Okay. Yeah, I think I'll try. I don't think we have anything of theirs, do we?
Ooh, can I use my gnome passive and just happen to say Beetle, was carrying on a piece of their cloth and he's eating it right now, and I'll take.
Sure, for a story point, I'll allow it.
Heck yeah, I'll burn that point in a heartbeat.
Yeah.
What do you have there in your mandibles? We'll give it back. All right, let me see. Here we go, Kushak. See if that works. Does it work?
Yeah, perfect. This will work exactly.
Awesome.
So what check do I need to do?
For that one, it's going to be a utility spell.
Okay.
So, let's see.
I think all of them can do util spells.
Yeah, it's definitely going to be utility for the range that they're currently at. Go ahead and roll me... let's see here. Go ahead and roll me a formidable check. So 5 purples.
Yep.
Okay. All right, I got this, guys.
Yeah, you do.
Okay, so describe how you're doing this to divine where they're at. Like, describe how your primal magic is helping you to do this.
Okay. What I think is going on is I'm sitting there. I'm focusing on this piece of paper. I've set my banner up in front of me, and I've kneeled down, and the sand just starts to tremor, and like there's worms underneath the sand, like darting, getting my attention, and then darting a specific way, just like an undulating mass of sand, directing me to a certain direction.
Okay. So you feel the hand of your god upon you. The worms under the sand, and you notice as you're doing this that they, like, what little part of you can spare from this concentration. You would realize that these worms they look a lot like the guardian of the desert, just very, very small. As they undulate west and south. Based on the amount of worms, you're judging that they are not very far, but they're far enough that you're not going to catch them in like a day.
Okay.
Beetle, do you know where these guys are going?
Starts chewing on a fingernail.
And then it goes and it flies in and grabs the cloth and begins to chew on it again.
Yeah,
gotcha.
I just let him have it.
Kusha.
Because I know nothing of what's going on. So.
I grab Kitlin's shoulder and I fill her in on what just happened and point out the direction that the guys are in.
So what are we doing? What is this worm you're talking about?
The worm? The worms are just they're guiding spiritual guides, more like they're not spiritual, but they're guiding us towards the treasure we lost.
Okay. What are we doing?
Are we gonna? That's why we're discussing it with you. What do you think we should do? What is
Well,
everyone's opinion?
I'm
I
all for
think we should
destroying
head
that
that way.
thing, and she points towards the elemental.
I think that's a little bit rash.
What? You don't think I can do it?
I totally believe you could try.
Of course I can. I can more than try. I will do it. Bitch wouldn't have stole
How?
my kill, I'd be a better.
Well, I think if you want to go find her and kill her.
Find her and I will.
Okay. I don't know.
I think we should hop on those Gorak tools and get a little skedaddle.
Yeah, I think we should
Maybe
start
they know
moving.
as well as the little wormies know where they may be.
Yeah. I think we should get on the Gorak poles and follow the worm towards the relic. The relic is going to be where. Oh, well, this chick like insta killed all of us.
Now we got this. We got like a beetle on our side.
No. She insta killed me.
Salty about that.
Punch him.
I think fighting them would be a bad idea.
Christina, as you kind of are heating up about some of that, you remember very, very vividly the last thing you saw before you were knocked unconscious. It was a smug look on her face. Like a very confident, like, you are beneath me smug.
Kill her. I'm gonna kill her. I'm gonna kill her.
Okay.
That's what I say under my breath.
Rudy, what do you think we should do?
I point towards the little wormies and we get.
All right, let's get going.
Fine.
All right, so you guys climb aboard your Gurok Tull. As you guys, and this has taken you a couple hours to get all situated, etc. The spell wasn't a short spell, that sort of deal. And you guys set off across the desert. As you guys are setting out, you see a whole bunch of Gurok Tull are actually following you. All of them mounted with orc and their belonging, what little they have. They keep a fair distance behind you, but at least within like an hour or two's ride of you, as you guys cross the desert towards the. So the direction that the worms kind of pointed you guys into. Let's see here. How did you do the path there, Tony?
As you have it, you right click.
Okay. So I need that. Okay, so essentially the worms.
Nick learned something new today.
Essentially the worms had you kind of like this is where they would be, right here at this first little point. That's where the worms actually kind of pointed you towards.
Yeah, I think we're just following them, aren't we?
Okay, so are you guys going to track them, or are you guys going to keep trying to do the spell thing to figure it out?
I will see if I can track it while he tries the divination spell, because it would probably be maybe a little bit faster if I found.
Okay, so go ahead and roll me in this case, a daunting survival check to be able to track them, because you're trying to track them through desert, which is not easy.
Yeah, I'm gonna try and I'll see how he does, and then if he isn't able to find it, I'll try it.
Okay.
Can I roll a geography instead?
I mean, you could do that to.
They should have taken.
I mean, if you want to try that and hope for the best, yes, you can definitely do that.
Gotcha. I will do that then.
Okay, so go ahead and roll me a hard geography check.
Hard as 3 or 4.
3.
Oof.
Okay.
Oof.
Based on your knowledge, the easiest path that somebody could take is going to be near, like, especially with desert, is going to be somewhere close to more mountainous terrain in the desert, because that's where the sand gets firmer, so it's easier to travel that way.
Gotcha.
Okay. And can I try and do my the divine thing will take a long time, won't it?
Yes, and unfortunately it's one that you cannot do on the move.
Right. Do you think we should stop and try and do a? I should try and check again, or what? I'm asking the party.
Well, if you think you can find them again, I say go for it.
Okay. We'll have to stop.
Alright, so... Whoops, wrong thing. There we go. Alright, so you guys make it to roughly here-ish, and then you guys stop to re-verify where they're at. So go ahead and roll me the same check you did before.
Oh.
Alright, so in addition to the worms, you notice that there's a hawk that is kind of floating lazily above you in the thermals. And he just very slowly circles around you. And as you watch him, he circles 3 times, which you know is the sacred number of your god. And then it dips and it starts to glide. Definitely the way you guys were kind of headed before, but now more towards the gap between the mountains.
Okay.
So
Yeah.
anything?
Yeah. We go that way, and I point towards the direction the hawk and the worms are directing us and stuff.
Alright, so you guys follow, eventually getting here. By this point, it is starting to grow dark.
Has the giant elemental guy moved at all?
Very, very little. He has moved essentially about yay far off the mountain.
Okay.
So are we
He moves a
making
lot slower.
fast progress against him?
As you guys look at him, though, he looks bigger than the last time you saw him.
Gaining strength along the way.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, if you had to guess, he is stealing mass from the land around him.
Okay. Should we stop for the night, or should we go through the night? Should we stop for the night, or should we push through the night?
I'd probably camp because I don't believe we can track as well in the night. Is your little hawk buddy still up there, I guess?
I look around.
Yep, your hawk is still there, and he, as you kind of look up, he just kind of lazily circles again 3 more times, and then he just starts drifting more southward.
I'm asking the party, do you think we should stop? Right? It's not about tracking. I think we'll be able to track okay, but do you think it's worth the strain or the not getting sleep?
I don't think it's worth the strain to push our animals the way we do.
Okay. What about you, Rudy?
I'm starting to wonder if we're headed to an intercept path of this elemental. Do you think he's trying to get the artifact back too?
I don't know if we're on an intercept path.
Okay, well, let's make camp. Just a
Okay, so are you guys setting up camp then?
Yes.
Alright,
Okay.
so you guys start to set up camp. You see the hawk kind of glide back towards you, land in a branch. Ah! That's not what I wanted! Stupid thing.
That's quite a hawk.
For me.
Yeah, I didn't know hawks sounded like that.
I didn't either.
Fucking hell, that wasn't what I wanted. Stupid. This is why I hate what they did with freaking Roll20.
That's impressive of a hawk to do that.
Kind of sits there in its tree, and you notice that at one point its eyes dart to something. It skyrockets down and it catches a snake, and it flies up into its tree and begins to eat.
Well, he wanted dinner. He appreciated the break.
Yeah. I think, we're going to nap for the night and try and get some sleep, because we haven't had too much rest after the
None whatsoever.
Yeah. So I think sleeping would be good.
Alrighty. So you guys roll out the mats. As you guys kind of have set up camp and cook, etc., the rest of the orc tribe catches up to you. They set up their camp, and essentially the chieftain stakes out guards. Finding you guys, what are your intentions heading this way? I'm not entirely sure what you're doing.
We don't either.
Well, what are you doing? We don't know. We're following Habuk's guidance.
Ah, the god of which you spoke earlier to me.
Mm-hmm.
I am leading my people out of here.
Where are you going?
We are headed for the Black Rock clan to see if they have any ships. That way we may leave. Anything is better than living. It is not ideal, no, but anything is better than on a doomed turtle.
Doomed. I see the amount of faith you put in us. Nah, I'm just kidding.
He looks at you. He looks kind of almost ashamed, but also very like, I am doing this for my people. And you can tell he'd rather be fighting, but he knows his duty. My friend, if I thought I could win this fight, I would throw myself gladly at the creature.
I don't think we're going to fight the creature.
Then I see no recourse other than to leave.
Okay. We are, yeah. Okay.
Well, as long as we're safe, I think we can sleep well.
Alrighty. So you guys sleep through the night. You wake up the next morning. As you guys look, the elemental is now here. And it has gotten bigger.
Of course it has.
So, yeah, I'm going to look up and see if the hawk stayed the night with us or if I need to recast.
The hawk appears to be in its tree, but it has not made any move to begin flying for the day.
Okay.
Stretch, get something to eat, let's go.
Okay. Yeah, I think I'm going to try and, stretch, wake up the beasts, to go rock tolls.
Yep.
Feed them a snack,
Okay. Alrighty, so you guys have done your prep for the morning. It's been a couple hours since you woke up. Or an hour since you woke up. So what now?
I'm going to see if the hawk will give us any more guidance.
As the hawk looks at you and your group readying, it gently drops from its branch, begins to glide, and it flaps until it finds a thermal, and then it kind of lazily drifts up into the sky. The hawk doesn't move 3 times, but it does kind of drift down south towards kind of where this elemental is, in that general direction.
Yeah, do we want to continue following the hawk?
I guess.
Okay,
Unless it
let's go.
leads us in a
What's the
different
weather
direction.
like today?
The weather is actually fairly clear, despite kind of a smoke cloud coming from the little mountain over this way.
Gotcha.
So you guys follow the hawk. Eventually you get there about to sometime around noonish. As you guys go, you notice that the elemental is rapidly starting to grow. And it's quickly moving, or it's moving quicker now. It's actually up to right here now. It is
Oh,
so
yeah.
large you guys can see it almost intimately.
Okay, so does the hawk seem to be leading us towards the thing, or is there like another thing we could see?
As you kind of have followed the hawk throughout the day, you've gotten the impression that the hawk is kind of like migrating almost, not necessarily leading you.
Okay. So we just followed this. Okay. Okay. What are you thinking?
Oh, we get into a fight is what I'm thinking.
Can I do like or can one of us do like an investigation check on the elemental?
Sure. What
See if
type of
there's
information are
anything.
you looking for?
See if there's anything like that would cause it to be out of balance or something like that.
Okay.
You know, anything. I know it would probably be hard because we don't know what one of these is supposed to look like. But, you know, see if there's anything weird about him.
Okay.
Or if there's
So
anything off.
go ahead and roll me an average investigation check.
Okay. Investigation, not perception.
Yep.
You got
Because you can
this.
see this thing. There's no need to roll perception. You're trying to figure out something odd with it. So
Right.
that's investigation.
Is my investigation? I can't find it. I can't find investigation. Where is it?
It's not
It's
on
under
the.
general skills, right?
It's not investigation. There's something else he's thinking of. There's no investigation
Yeah.
on the.
Let's see. This one would be, in this case, let's go with knowledge. Just a general knowledge check.
Okay, knowledge. Knowledge.
You got this.
I'm an idiot.
What's
I
up?
can't find it. I'm an
It's at the
idiot. Don't
bottom.
worry about it. And intellect? Oh, it's on the bottom?
Yep, near the bottom.
Okay.
Am I welcome to roll a thingy as
Anybody and everybody can roll this if they want to look.
All right.
An average one?
Yep. So 2 purples.
Nope.
I'm gonna roll geography to see if there's something out of place on it.
Okay. Go for it. Make sure you guys roll it in dice rolls, not in.
I
Yeah.
put that in general. I'm
Yep.
an idiot.
No worries.
You're
That's
not an
why
idiot, just
that's
not
why
paying
I'm deleting it.
Just not paying attention. Oof.
I have so many.
Oof. That sucks, Tony. 2 successes for me. I'm noticing everything.
Okay, so Tony, while you're not able to really use the geography to tell you much information, you do realize that where it would have come from, the kind of rock that it would be made of, etc. You would picture like volcanic rock would probably be like a skeletal structure for this creature. And then it would just kind of go to softer materials. Like it'd still be a harder material where like muscle would be. But as you get further out, like skin levels and stuff like for a human, you realize that the rock would get softer and softer until it turned to dirt, essentially, which you can physically see as this creature's walking, because dirt just kind of seems to be continuously pouring off this creature.
Okay.
Christina, for you, As you kind of look over the creature, you get the sense that it's not acting like it should be. You would expect a primordial elemental, something that is literally of an element, to almost be more in keeping with the element of itself, of what it is. This you just get the feeling like this has some sentience behind it, which isn't normal for any kind of elemental from what your understanding of magic, etc. would be.
I'll relay that to everybody and go, that's just not normal. He's smarter than he normally should be. He's headed towards something.
Okay. Then I guess we're getting close, otherwise we went in the wrong direction. Unless he's headed for us, in which case, oops.
He probably is headed for us, and I think we could take him still.
Okay,
Aaron's gone mute for a minute, apparently.
Yep, I saw.
Alright, I'm back. Sorry.
Welcome back.
It's all good.
You may need to relay that again for Aaron. That way he can input too.
I heard it. I heard it.
Oh, okay.
I heard it. Yeah. I just went mute so you guys. Yeah. Okay.
All right, so what are
How's
we
that?
doing? We're going
What
to
are we
find
doing?
this-
What are we doing? So it seems like something is controlling him, maybe?
He seems smart. He seems to know what he's doing.
Okay, so if he seems smart, he might be able to be negotiated with.
Are you gonna do it?
I'm gonna charm the pants off of this rock.
I think Rudy might.
All right, so you're gonna go right up to it.
No, that's a joke.
That's suicide.
Can
we
we
tell by
survey the
this
area?
point?
Say what now?
I was asking if we could survey the area, see if there's anything out of place locally that he may be headed towards. You know, like a small cave with evil chanting or something.
You would have no idea. You guys haven't been on this island and explored it enough to know stuff like that.
Gotcha. Oops. I got.
Can we tell where he's headed?
As far as you can tell, he's headed directly your direction. Because so far he hasn't really deviated from following the mountain ridge that you guys are close to.
So I'm ready for a fight. How far out is he?
I think we should not fight
Or
him.
how many hours?
He's probably, as fast as he's going, he's probably half a day out.
So he'll be on us soon.
Why would we fight him?
Why not?
Because we'll die.
At least we die doing something, trying to slow him down, so some more can get off this island.
How would we slow him down?
Well, we have to get in a fight.
I feel like he's just gonna step over us and like debris is gonna fall on us and we.
Yeah, Rock's Fall players die. Like.
Well, I mean, at least it'd still be in story keeping, right?
It's true, yeah.
I'm just saying, that is, as far as rocks fall, the party dies, that's pretty legit.
It is.
Can I try and do the tracking thing? Because I don't know. I think it's the chick who took this thing that woke this guy up.
If you want
still
to
don't know
try
why
and
he's
track them,
away.
you definitely could. So
Still don't know
We
why he's
need to
awake,
leave
though.
the island. Now would be a good time to get out of here. We're almost in this fight.
Are we going to leave? Do you guys want to leave the island, or do you want to?
Well, you guys do not want to fight this elemental. We do not know of a way to stop this elemental.
Well, we don't know what its
Perhaps
goal
we
is
are
either.
supposed to. Perhaps we are led to leave the island. Why do you think the Hawk was basically leading us with the orc?
Hmm.
What's the landscape of this little circle-y thing that you have next to the...
Oops.
So what now?
What's the geography of this circle next to the big boy here? Is that traversable terrain?
This right here is water. This right here is
Gotcha.
land.
Okay.
Yeah, unfortunately, when I put this in here, the thing of making it larger kind of made it where it's tough to see.
Do we have a way of getting passage onto this little...
You could possibly swim, or you could try and find a boat like you guys had before.
Okay.
That's,
Do we know where the Black Fang clan was going?
Oh, you're
Is that
talking
their
the
name?
Shadow Moon clan?
Yes.
Yeah, where the Shadow Moon clan was going. Do you know where the
Black Rock
tribe,
clan?
the
Yeah.
Black Rock clan?
Okay, so if they were headed this way, essentially they were going to skirt this way down and then right to here. That's the Black Rock clan right there.
So they're probably still not far from us.
They're not far from us, no. Well, we camped at the same place, so. I think we should come here and then see what that does to us, and then come here. You know, find a boat onto this island. Because that island might have some information, but I don't think we can fight the...
What was
And
on that island last time we
We're
were
not
there?
going to be able to unless there's some way to. We had a bigger group.
Yeah. And the tribe isn't going to help us, and we would probably need some, like, super powerful people.
Which we're not super powerful people.
Yeah.
I say we go.
Okay.
Seeing the size
I think
of
we
this
should...
thing and knowing now that it's smart.
I think we should take a pit stop here. That's where Grasha died, or got possessed, right?
Yes,
Who?
that is where Grasha got subsumed.
Yeah. Okay. I think we should go there and see if there's anybody there that would be able to help us, or at least let us know more, or guide us. And then if we still want to bail, we're still going in the right direction.
All right.
You agree, Rudy?
I don't know.
Well, 2 out of 3 is good enough for me.
Oh, wow.
Y'all wanna... Are we gonna head that way?
Sounds like you're the one leading this expedition, so.
I'm all willing to get out of this thing. If we can find some information, then fine. But he's smart. We cannot take on. I could probably take on something stupid like Big Rocks, but he's got an intelligence behind him.
I don't know if it's his intelligence, though. You know what I mean?
Yes, and
'Cause I think
standing
they're-
around debating this is not getting us anywhere because time is ticking.
Okay, let's go then. Yeah, so we're gonna go try and find a boat.
Okay, so you guys head to the water. It's not absolutely the most difficult thing because the clans have to be able to get to this island, so they have boats pretty well throughout the whole end of the land. And by boat, I mean like rafts.
Mm-hmm.
So you find it fairly easily.
I was
I
picturing
would
more
like to-
ferry than raft.
I would like to tie up our guys just so they don't run away. 'Cause
Okay, so you tie them up. Where would you like to tie them specifically?
just like by a tree,
Okay,
on
so
a tree or something.
we'll put them right
Like
here then.
more this way is where I was thinking.
Okay.
Out of the way of the path of the.
All right. So you guys get to this point. It takes you a couple, like 2-3 hours to get to right here to find the boat. During that time, you see that the elemental just stays put, essentially, to an extent. Well, not stays put. He starts walking this way and starts almost climbing this bigger mountain.
It's more Godzilla size now.
Yeah, it's very large. You guys can see it very easily. All right, so you guys hop on your raft and you guys head out for Lignum. So you guys sail across. It takes you an hour, of which you guys just kind of watch as the elemental kind of keeps climbing up the side of this mountain. Not making much progress, but getting bigger the entire time. And you guys arrive at the actual Lignum stones. And Gorfang is not there anymore. Okay, let's see. I've got 2 of the party there. Let's see. Okay.
He deleted Grosh's token today or yesterday.
Oh,
There you go.
that's sad.
All right, so you guys arrive here.
Is there anybody here?
No, the mothers aren't. You might find the demon still.
Okay. Well, if the mothers aren't here, I don't know where they would be, so I don't know how.
They probably fled the island too.
Yeah, I'm just worried that we won't be able
Or
to get
dead.
or dead. Yeah, they might just be dead too. Can I have one though? Yeah, I guess we're gonna bounce if there's no one here to help us.
Okay. So you guys, as you guys go to leave, you hear a slight voice from the undergrowth. Having a bit of trouble, are we?
Is it the same people, same undergrowth that?
Grosha vanished in.
Yeah.
Yeah, you actually see Grosha's head kind of sticking out, but she's talking oddly, like she's obviously controlled.
Oh my gosh.
You look like you're in a bit of a pickle. I love pickles. Especially if they're really old and mushy.
Guys, we need to leave now. That's a demon.
Oh, don't be such a worrywart. I can't escape these vines.
Goodbye.
All right. So is that what you guys are doing? Just kind of, boop, we're out.
Who is this? Do you know who this is? Kushruk?
Yes, she,
She looks at Kustrock. Kustrock, you found another woman? Other than me? Oh, the heartbreak. As you guys kind of look at her too, you notice that this orc woman's eyes are like rolled up into the back of her head.
Aww.
she's been possessed by a demon. Maybe we can probe her for information, I guess.
Yeah?
If you want information, Kustrock, you're going to have to come below.
No.
I'm not going down there.
Those are my terms. I can help you with the elemental.
Yeah? How?
That's a bargain that we'll have to make, isn't it?
I saw what happened to you. I'm not falling for that.
Happened to who? Oh, you're talking about this one. Don't worry, she's been in my thrall long enough now that she's bound to this bloody cave as much as I am.
Aww.
She will serve as a mouthpiece.
Well, your mouthpiece is right here. Why don't you speak?
Because I need to see more clearly than I can. And that requires first-hand knowledge. If
What
you
do you
want
mean?
more information, you will come down. I promise not to harm you as long as you don't step into my pools. My pool of tears.
She might be able to help us. She's been here longer than we have.
She's a demon. She took over the body of one of my dear friends.
And you're a
You know
dwarf.
Grasha, don't you? And you stole my friend. You possessed her mind, and she's no longer who she used to be.
She was foolish enough to step into the pool. Is it my fault that I needed a mouthpiece? The last one died centuries ago.
Alrighty. I give Kushtrak my little beetle, and I say I will go. That's what I rolled over there, is good choices 2 and bad choices 1.
She rolled
Ah.
I will go and see if you have any knowledge that will help us, and
If you're going,
if you just
I'll
devour
come
my
with
soul,
you.
I guess whatever. Life happens.
Alright,
If you go,
so
I'll come with you.
all of you are going then?
Yeah.
No, because if this is a trap and you lose little old, I'm already missing an arm, man. So you guys can still continue if this is a trap.
I'll come with you, but I'm not gonna.
All
gonna
right.
be,
Well,
like,
if you die with me,
rested
then you die
ready.
with me.
Alright, so
Oh,
you guys
I
enter
know.
into
Kushtrak
the...
knows what's down here.
Yep. So you guys enter through the vines. As you guys actually approach the vines, they somewhat part, giving you access to leave. You notice Grasha straining to try and get out, but she apparently cannot physically leave the cave. Blast! I thought maybe I might be lucky, but those dratted women sure knew what they were doing. Well,
If you would have stepped out of this cave, I would have killed you on the spot. Well, at least your mouthpiece.
bygones are bygones. Come along. And she starts kind of wandering through the cave. Hurry up! Keep up! There's pickles to be
guys.
eaten!
Just so you know, do not step in the water. And I
Well, come on!
come.
She's leaving your ass behind.
Am I supposed to be
Begrudgingly.
seeing just a black screen?
Oh yeah, he doesn't have
Oh.
night vision, does he?
Whoops. Hold on, let me make sure your token has sight. Oh yeah, your token doesn't have it. 15, 10. Okay, that should help. Okay, so she's leading you this way. I'll kind of keep her, so just kind of follow the thing. Actually, do you guys light a torch or anything? Because that would be very helpful.
Actually, I will.
Okay.
I will.
I don my. I can put on my night vision goggles.
Okay, so you can see completely. So let's see. It should be and 25. Save changes. There we go. So as you come here, you see Grasha just standing kind of on the edge of this little ledge. And then she just delicately takes a step into the water.
See that? Don't do that. That'll kill you. Well, it'll possess you.
Now, as agreed, I can give you the information. It will cost you, however.
What will it cost us?
You see Grasha actually digging through the water. And as she does, it starts to turn kind of brackish. And eventually she brings out what appears to be some sort of... It looks almost like a ring. It looks like a ring, but it's entirely black. And on it you see just a single etched symbol. A demonic keyword, if you will. This is my price. One of you, and she kind of looks at the group and points at Kushtrak, you You must wear this ring.
What does the ring do?
That is none of your concern. If you want the information, you will wear it. Otherwise, you are
Okay.
free to leave the cave.
The island's doomed. She's dead anyway.
Grasha
Yeah.
steps forward and sets it on the ground and then steps back on into the water.
It's one way to kill her.
I mean, we can kill Grasha.
No, I'm talking about if the island's gone, then she's dead.
Yeah, I mean,
Demon and Grasha.
we can leave and let the island die.
Yep.
Okay, so go ahead and roll me a hard negotiation check. Actually, let's make this a daunting. No, hard. Let's make it a hard, but it's going to be upgraded 2 times with reds. So 2 reds, 1 purple.
Negotiation check?
Negotiation check.
2 reds, 1 purple.
Yep.
I think Rudy should be talking more.
She identified you. I don't think I'm allowed to do anything.
No, you can talk. He's just kind of leading the conversation.
Kustruck then.
It really doesn't. I can pick any of you. Would you care to wear it? She kind of looks at you. You're a little squishy. It might help you, actually, too. Let's have you wear it. I want to see what happens when I put that ring on somebody less fortuitous. Is that a word? I know it's a word in demonic. Is it a word in your tongue? I don't. Ugh. She kind of like rubs the hand on her tongue. I hate speaking in common. Ugh. Doesn't roll off the tongue right.
Well, for you it doesn't. For us it does.
Well, that's because you are very disgraced and disgusting creatures. But no matter.
You want us to do something, but now you're insulting us? How tactful.
Yeah, I hear the insult.
I don't like dwarves very much either.
You said
Or
it's-
elves for
it's
that. Ugh, elves. I hate that word.
I don't like demons sucking succubi, you piece of... Anyway.
At that, she kind of steps
can
forward, and you see her kind of press her hand against something, and you can see an energy wall. Come into my water and say that, you little imp.
Why don't you come out here? Oh, wait, you can't. And I double flip her off.
Dwarves, almost
Can I
as
roll
bad as
anything to
elves.
observe
Ugh.
this?
If you would like to check
This
out the ring, go ahead and roll me a Knowledge Forbidden. This is going to be 5 reds.
Ooh.
5 reds. Okay, you can do it. You got this.
Spin the story point.
You definitely can. You guys do have 3 more of them.
Yes, spin the story point.
This
Barely.
magic is old. Like, we are talking millennia. This was before the turtles were founded old.
I wonder
As
what
you guys,
happens
as you
if I-
kind of look at the sigils, etc., you remember something from like classes you've had before, and it literally everything is just screaming that this ring is ridiculously old, and if she's in possession of it, that makes her ridiculously old too.
All right, I'm gonna go out on a limb. What exactly is this ring supposed to do to help us defeat the elemental deer?
It's not to help you delete.
Haven't they?
It's not to help you defeat it. It's to help me. This is part of the agreement, you idiotic half-man.
So
Were you
Oh,
not
now
paying
she's insulting
attention?
you.
Halflings. Ugh.
I have
no,
a-
As stupid as the stones.
I am a gnome.
Oh,
I
you're
don't
even
take
worse.
offense.
You're a baby elf.
I've never known
My
people.
dear.
If you want my aid, you're going to put on the ring. That is all that there is to it.
What if?
I would like to know
Walk
more
away.
about what you intend to.
Walk away. She's insulting us. Walk away.
Yeah. I wonder what would happen if I just took the ring and put it way over here. Actually, put it just outside.
You are more than welcome to, dwarf.
I don't like that.
I don't want to touch it now. I get a stick and I start like touching. I poke it with the stick.
The ring just kind of moves as you poke it with the stick.
Okay.
You're as stupid as the dirt you were created from.
He has a dwarf.
I have no idea why the gods decided to create you.
Yeah. Am I allowed to roll some sort of charm on this evil creature?
Sure. How are you trying to charm the demon?
Well, at first I asked what her name was, and I was trying to be polite about it.
She looks at you.
Oh, man.
Okay. So she looks at you, finally kind of realizing what you've asked because she's been focused so hard on you wearing this ring. The name is Nagi Luna.
I'm gonna be slowly moving the ring back, just away from her.
Gotcha.
She just kind of rolls her eyes. I cannot believe that the gods created you as stupid as you are.
You see, if you want this ring, and you don't have access to this ring, I wonder what would happen.
She plunges her hand into the brackish water, and she pulls out a fistful of rings. What do I care about one? And then she just lets them trickle into the water out of her hand one at a time.
That's disappointing.
Is the elemental making any kind of noticeable feeling or sound around here?
You can definitely hear like it climbing as it goes, because you feel tremors through the earth as it does. So you can tell that it's still climbing. You just don't know how far it's made it because you're underground at this point.
Alrighty, I've got an idea. I will take your ring and I'll wear it under the condition you do absolutely help us with this. Because I don't believe these gods that, are so foolish enough to create us,
Rudy.
Put you here, per se.
Rudy, no.
The bargain has been made. If you put on the ring,
Rudy,
I will help you.
You will die. You will die. She will be in
but
complete
how
control
many
of you.
people will live? How many will live?
Rudy. No. Just
I'll be honest with you, I'm missing an arm. Can somebody give me a hand with this?
no.
All you have to do is pick it up and you can put it on. Like, literally, I've put on rings one-handed before. It's possible.
Alright, I'm not very talented. I'm going to ask my friends for the last time to please go, in case some terrible explosion or something.
Grasha steps out of the pool, picks up the ring, brings it back. Hold out your finger, and my mouthpiece will put it upon your hand.
I move back
Rudy.
just a little.
Who's trying to get ready to run?
Rudy, stop. Rudy,
All right,
stop.
you let it?
Guys.
You let her?
Wait,
He's
where's
doing
Beetle? I need to know where Beetle is. Is he still
Beetle is in the company of Kustrak. He is sitting on top of his head.
Alright, I wave goodbye with my little stubby arm.
Okay,
And
so
something terrible
Grasha
happens.
grabs a hold of your hand and places the ring upon your finger. Nothing discernible seems to happen.
Okay.
There! The bargain has been struck! Jesus, it's like trying to fight with monkeys.
We've done that,
Hey, I did that.
actually.
Yeah, that was a pretty fun fight.
Then it explodes and his other arm is gone.
Yeah.
Oh, there's another of you! Come out of the darkness, dear. I must have a look at you.
He's not a sight to be seen.
Yeah.
Well, are you coming or not?
Give me 1 second.
Yep. Hurry up, I haven't got all day.
Apparently you do, or the turtle's gonna die, and you're gonna die with it.
Sorry, my wife, when I said about the arm blowing up, my wife goes, "Are you talking about the motorcycles?" She thought I was talking to her.
Okay.
I had
Anyway.
to explain I'm in the group. But anyways, I stepped forward, I guess.
Oh.
Who's
I
the-
like you. You see Grasha talking to you, but you see a demon behind her, and you get the feeling that the demon behind her is the one actually talking through Grasha to you.
Oh, is this the, wait, hold up. Is this the same one that was in the pool that killed...
Yes, this is the exact same one. Welcome to the
Yeah.
Pool of Tears.
This is the
She kind of
exact
looks at you and it's like,
question.
you must not have seen this before. Welcome. Welcome to my humble abode, the pool of tears.
Bad
Okay.
news. Bad news.
So, what's the pool of tears with the bad accent?
Come on in, the water's fine, and you'll find out.
Do not.
I'm not gonna go in the water.
Do not.
I look at her. I go, nope. So how can I tell how Grasha's being controlled? Nice.
If you would like to try and roll it, go ahead and give me a...
Forbidden check?
Yeah, this is going to be a 5 red forbidden check.
Use a
Well,
story
then-
point. We have 3.
Oh yeah, I don't. All right, we'll try this.
Might as well. You've rolled... You guys have rolled really lucky before.
Yeah, I guess I'll use a story point. Why not? 5 reds, you said?
5 reds.
Okay, I'm successful.
Okay. You know that essentially Nagi Luna has essentially wiped Grasha's mind. She's made Grasha into quite literally a mouthpiece, and that's all Grasha is. If Nagi Luna were to stop controlling Grasha, like entirely, Grasha would starve to death, and there would be nothing Grasha could do about it. Essentially, her personality, picture her brain being crushed and then replaced with just essentially controls to be able to move and talk, essentially.
Hold up. So what you're saying is that she could be the perfect piece set for my golem if I were to take controller over the demon.
If you were able to do it, yes. You do
Oh,
know also
boy.
that would be a very piss-poor choice, because by opening your mind to be able to do that, you give the demon access to your mind.
Oh.
That is a very,
So I
very
can't
poor
just-
choice.
So I can't counterspell it.
This isn't necessarily actually magic, per se. It's kind of magic, but it's on an ancient scale. You're not exactly sure what that entails. There's unknowns there that she has advantage over you because she knows them.
All right. So I'm going to sit down. I'm going to cross my legs. And I'm going to levitate myself. It's a simple task. So I'll just kind of float there. I'm going to look at the demon and go, and point my one finger at it and go, explain, how'd you wipe her mind? How are you controlling her?
The demon looks at you. I really like this one. Would you like to enter into a bargain with me? I would be glad to teach you some of my secrets. But
What's
you
the
must
bargain
become my
entail?
apprentice. My
Oh,
shadow
That's a
charmer.
bad idea. That's a bad
But you're
idea.
Oh, yeah, I'm going to be your
Bad
apprentice, huh? Are you going to wipe my mind too?
Only if you step into my home. Or give me
or not.
reason to.
Or
You're gonna
so
die.
if I'm your apprentice, then I have to step into your home.
No,
Making deals with devils. We're all gonna die.
you don't.
We're all gonna die.
She actually looks over at Rudy. Rudy, you are more than welcome to take the ring off if, and only if, this one agrees to become my shadow champion, my charmer.
We're gonna die. We're gonna die. We're gonna die.
Shadow
We're all gonna
champion
lose.
armor? What's a shadow
That's us
champion?
all and kill us all.
In your tongue, it's apprentice. Ugh, I hate the common tongue. So
Speak
dull.
a little longer.
And not harsh enough. Ugh. It's like tasting mud.
Tasting
Have
mud.
I
I mean,
ever
mud
heard of
can be pretty good.
What's up?
Have I ever heard of what she's talking about before?
Shadow Charmers. Based on your background, you might have heard some very faint tales. There have not been Shadow Charmers in very long time.
What do they do?
It's kind of tough to say because they're so shrouded in mythology. Some tales have told that you remember vaguely have told about how they're able to commune and essentially control the undead. In others, they have abilities over fire and ice. It just kind of depends on which story you believe.
We're gonna die. We're gonna die.
So
We're gonna
what
die.
do you get out of me being your apprentice?
We're all going down.
The same thing I get out of that one, and she points towards the gnome.
What are
Only
you getting
more.
out of it?
Free, and we're
I
all
get-
gonna
I just got here.
I get a... How do you say it in your tongue? I don't know the word. It isn't
shaking
a
my head.
thrall, you imbecile dwarf.
I, goodbye. And I'm like, Kushtok's over here just mumbling to himself the whole time, like pacing back and forth. Just, we're gonna die. Just do
Wait,
me.
are
this.
you holding up the cross and saying prayers to the Lord at the same time?
Yes, he is definitely doing that. He's definitely mumbling prayers to Habuk.
In our tongue, I get a Vindinai. I don't know the term for yours. This one isn't very learned.
Can I roll a forbidden knowledge?
You guys, there's nobody alive who knows demonic. There's no one alive. Well, I take that back. There are some people alive, but they are very rare. So you would not know this.
I haven't even heard of it. Can I even roll to see if I've heard of it?
If you want to try and roll just a general, go ahead and give me a perception check. Give me a perception check. Go ahead and roll me a perception check, because there's really not an investigate, and knowledge doesn't work here. So give me a daunting perception check.
Oh God, I'm horrible at perception. I left that to other party members.
With the devil.
Fuck you, man. Stop bringing me down. All right. Daunting, you said? So three greens?
Four purples. It's four purples.
1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, I'm so fucked. Let's see here. Watch me be
You got this.
No.
The best you can gather is it's something very good for the demon. Otherwise, the demon would not be like talking about it like this. Apparently, Rudy is partially able to do what this demon wants, but if you become the demon's apprentice in this case, the Shadow Charmer, that's a step above what she thought she was getting earlier. That's what you can tell. Outside of that, you have no idea what Vindinai is.
And I'm gonna look at Rudy. What the hell did you put that ring on for?
She is going to help us get rid of the element.
Or tell us how to
That
get
was
rid
our
of the
deal.
element.
That's what she is going to have to honor.
And because you put on the ring, I will tell you. Our bargain is still to be struck, though. What is your name? I can't see it. Yeah, she's looking at you.
She can't see it. Well, yeah, it's not there, is it?
Nope. So what do you tell her?
I'm gonna tell her my name is Gore.
That doesn't sound right. I feel like you're deceiving me, but whatever. I do not care. So, to answer my part of the bargain, the only ways, and there are two, to stop this elemental. 1, you awaken its brethren. As far as I can tell from your memories, Rudy. 2, you destroy it. You can destroy it. It's going to be difficult, but you can. Long may this turtle reign.
Then why are you stuck in the pool of tears?
Come on in and find out.
I don't want my memories.
She's a demon. She'll kill you. She'll consume your soul and turn you like brush.
I have answered your questions. She looks towards you. Gore! Will you strike a bargain, or are you going to overstay your welcome?
She's talking to me or the dwarf?
You. Gore. She said Gore,
Oh.
so you.
Oh, I didn't hear her say Gore's.
You know what? I'm going to go outside and look to see where the elemental is.
Well, since I don't know
Okay.
where Viridian is, and it doesn't seem like I get a very good end of the bargain, it seems like you get the better end of the bargain. Like you'll eventually consume my soul over time. I'm gonna pass.
Why the hell would I want your soul? What do you
Well,
think I am,
don't
a
know what
devil?
Viridian is.
I don't
what a
know
Viridian
the
is.
name of... I don't know the translation in your tongue. Common is not easy to learn.
Well, I
Ugh.
don't know what you want. What are you gonna get out of it?
A Vindinai.
You get a Vindinai.
A Vindinai, yes. That is the word for it. I can't help
I
it that
have
you
any
don't
idea
know
what
my language, the superior
That's what then I
tongue.
do.
Exactly what you would do. You would be my apprentice, I guess is the closest word I can think of out of this one. And she kind of, as she does, Grasha steps back far enough where she can backhand her in the head. And then steps forward again.
Ah, so you'll be able to control me.
Who said anything about control?
Oh, I don't know how deep your English or your common language goes.
It's not very deep.
Well, it's
Oh,
not
no.
controlling. You're not gonna wipe my mind when you get a Vindenai. What realm do you come from? Dwarf, stop dancing in this room. You're annoying me.
Okay, I'll be over here.
Okay, so
I walked outside. Come with me.
Okay, so you walk outside. I'll come back to that question here in a second, Tyson. You may have to remind me what it is here in a second. The elemental is still climbing. It looks like it'll be a little while before the elemental actually makes it to the top.
You know what? Wait, out of character, Nick? This is out of character.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not going to lose my character, am I?
No, this is not...
Okay.
If you were to become a Vindenai, the only way you're going to lose your character in this is by stepping into the pool.
Okay,
That's
what I
pretty.
thought.
That's pretty clear.
Dude, if I showed you a picture, I spent so much fucking time writing up this character because I did it all by hand.
You're not going to lose
So
the
I could
character.
really
I
name my
promise you,
character.
you will not lose your character.
Okay.
If
Then
you would...
I'll strike.
All right.
I'll strike the deal. The deal is struck.
We're outside. We can't stop them.
Good. Come forth towards the pool. Do not step into it. I want you to place your nub against the barrier that separates us.
Oh, God.
You're not
Is
there.
a dwarf standing there?
I guess so. Dwarf,
Yeah.
bring your
I'm
light
doing my
closer.
I'll do the nub. I'll do the nub.
I'm wearing my goggles. I don't have a light.
Bring your light closer.
I'm wearing my goggles. I don't have a light.
She doesn't seem to care. I need your light. Bring it here. Or light a torch and leave it. I don't care.
I'll light a light. I can do it free, Nick.
You cannot do it. That will interfere. Do not move, Vindenai.
I ask her, do you want me to do this? Because if you want this, I'll do it. But I got a bad feeling about this.
Wait. I do have one request. I want to know your language.
Perhaps I will teach it to you in time.
All right, I have the nubbed.
Okay, so you have the nub. Is Kustrak
I'm
going
doing
to
like-
essentially
yep.
get closer to
Kustrak will
towards?
only do it. Kustrak will only do it if you straight up ask.
I asked
And he
Kustrak
asked-
to do it, please.
Okay. He's
I'm
gonna.
not getting in the pool of waters.
Okay, so you see the demon. Remember my name, Vindenai. Nagi Luna.
Can you type it out? Fuck
Yes,
me.
I will type it out.
What quirky name did you come up with now, Nick?
Nagi Luna.
Wait, hold up. Let me get my pencils.
Okay. Anyway, so what she does is she comes up towards the barrier as close as she can possibly get to it without trying to get through it. She spreads her wings into a big circle almost around her, which, as you see it, if you had a torch, what it would do is it would create a giant circle of light that has your silhouette. Put out your arm, Vindenai, straight ahead, and essentially pointing it straight ahead would be like putting your arm out, facing the wall.
Okay, I do that.
As you do, you see another arm on the wings of her. And she immediately grabs a hold. And you feel as though an arm that you're missing, suddenly you feel it again. Which is absolutely crazy because you lost it years ago.
Right.
And what she does is she starts to chant in an old tongue. You can feel the power of this magic coming forth. And then she suddenly starts slashing with her claws, right where your stub would be if it was actually crossing the barrier. And you start to feel pain, and you can see this other hand made of shadow start to move, like, and be directed by you.
Mm.
After a few seconds, you hear the crescendo of this spell, and a very hard snapping sound. As you kind of look, or as you're blown back by this energy, and you're not thrown, but you're pushed away from her. It is done, Vindenai. And you look, and you have your arm back.
Oh, come on.
It's a shade... Hold on. It's a shade of black, though. It isn't like your physical arm. It is like a shadow arm of sorts.
Okay.
Kustrak, you cannot see this at all. There is no arm there. You don't see an arm. There is nothing there. And as you actually watched Nagi Luna do this, you notice that the shadow of the arm actually slowly fades, if there were light there. And there appeared to be light there magically at one point, but the arm on the wing is gone. And it just vanishes from your sight, oddly.
Okay.
There. You are now Vindenai. And she kind of looks at Grasha, and then Grasha just collapses to the ground.
Oh,
and
she
Nagi
does?
Luna just walks away.
So Grasha is like brainless.
Dead.
There may be a way to bring her back, but you don't know it.
Wait, yes I can. I can resurrect people. If she just died, I can do it if I do it right now.
She's not technically dead at this point. Her body is still alive.
Mm.
The magic is in the mind, not in the body. She will die eventually because she can't eat or anything by herself. But anyway,
can I do anything to bring her memories back?
there is no known spell or magic that you know of that will do it. There's not even anything close to what you would need.
Or even where I could control, so that way I can use them as the companion later.
If you would like to bring Grasha along for that purpose, there may be a way to turn her into that.
Perfect. I'm bringing her. I look at the dwarf. She needs to help me. I might be able to save her.
As you pick up Grasha, you notice a very thin, shadowy thread leading into the pool of tears. As you pick her up, the thread cuts, and the body, like where it was at least a little rigid, just from being dropped, is now completely and utterly like a sack of potatoes. Like there is no tension in this body at all.
It's gonna be so damn heavy.
Yes, she is. She's an orc.
I'm just gonna levitate her.
Okay, so I'm not going to have you roll. Just spend the 2 strain to do it.
Yeah.
And you walk her out.
3. Okay.
As you guys kind of watch, and I'm going to hijack kind of what's going on, Tyson, you notice that Grasha is like levitating, but you didn't actually see... what is your character's name again, Tyson?
Gors.
Gors? G-O-R-Z.
Yeah.
That's right, Gors.
G-O-R-S.
Gors. Okay. Just so I...
Danahida.
Yep. Okay. Anyway, you see Gors levitating levitating Grasha. However, when she did the sigils, etc., with her hand, she didn't do it with her hand. Tyson, you actually did it, or Gors did it with her shadow hand, on just instinctively.
Oh.
Kustrak is very adamant to leave.
All right.
Already
wait.
watching this.
Harry David shit. I don't do that.
Since everybody's gone out of the room.
All right. I'm going to transition to the other map just so we can move along as needed.
As I leave the area.
You hear a voice in your head. Oh, don't worry. I'll never be far.
Oh, yeah. Love it.
All right.
All right.
So you emerge from the cave to see the giant elemental. It is massive. And it's like right here.
Oh god, it is massive. Wait, we grew in size. It's not that big.
That your tokens would be a lot smaller.
No, we grew in size. Look how big we are, guys. Like, if the 5 of us all jump it, we could tackle it. Look. Pow! Just like that. I'll I'll just levitate everyone on top of his back, and he won't be able to carry us anymore because we're too heavy for his token.
What are we doing, guys?
We're
Well-
stopping it.
That was completely useless.
Point taken. We should have just left.
All right, How long were you all in there before I got here?
Not that long.
Okay, long enough.
Rudy, you feel as though you could actually take off the ring now. Just to let you know, when you put when the ring was put on, as you tried to like wiggle it with your finger and stuff, it would go around your finger, but you felt like you could not pull it off. Now, if you so desired, you could take it off and give it to any of the party, or just leave it behind as you so desire.
Because she has the new mouthpiece.
She has the new Vinden eye.
Kushtrak is very, like darting eyes at Gore, like very suspicious. Like, you've been possessed by a demon. I do not want anything to do with you.
I'm not possessed. I'm still in control of my facilities, and then I'll start yelling out the name Swampy. Where the heck did he go?
As you yell this out, you see a little bit of mud, all of you, come up from basically the water's edge. And it runs and then leaps directly onto Gorze's shoulder, where it just slightly dribbles mud down her body, making what's already dirty much filthier.
This is my pet. Let's go.
How'd you acquire a pet?
Oh, it's a familiar.
Ah. Alright.
Oh, coincidentally,
Oh,
Tyson,
okay.
it's a little... Instead of the usual color that you've seen it before, it's now more black than you remember it.
Oh well, comes with the trade. Well, should we fly there? I mean, what have we heard of how we defeat this thing? We just attack it?
We summon its brothers, or...
Dude,
Where's his brother?
Yeah, that's it. It has 3. There are 3 more of them, and of the 4 elements. And if we wake them up, we could potentially restore balance, or we could destroy him.
So where's the other 3 so we can have balance?
We don't know.
We don't know.
Do I know, Nick? Can I make a knowledge forbidden check?
If you would like to give it a shot, that is perfectly fine. Any of you guys can technically make that check.
Alright, so what am I rolling against?
So this is going to be nobody has seen these creatures in eons, so you're looking at a 5 red.
Wow, I did it before. I'm gonna use a story point, gosh darn it. Wait, can we like brainstorm and they give me boosts?
If you guys would like to do it that way, you're more than welcome to.
Yes.
It'll be 1 boost per person helping you.
I'll
Definitely helping.
Tony, are you gonna help me?
Sure.
How many? So that's 3 blues. So it's B for blue, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh.
I had a critical failure, but I still succeeded.
Yes, you definitely succeed. Okay, so
What's
you have
the bad
a
thing that's gonna happen. You do the bad first, then the good.
No, I get to decide in what order I do this.
God dang it.
Good try, though. Okay, so based on just brainstorming alone, you have no idea what divine or demonic, in this case, inspiration gave you this. But you almost feel like a tug at the back of your skull, and then I know right where they're all at.
Oh my god.
And then you faint.
Oh.
Fuck. I'm gonna.
And Swampy disappears back.
Isn't it?
No, Swampy's still there.
it-
He's just kind of chilling on your shoulder like, hello? Hi. Anyway, go ahead.
Can I do a check on him to see if he's like, if this is like a strain or
Sure, go ahead and give me a hard medicine check.
hard medicine? Hard is 3.
Yep.
Yes.
Okay. Nope.
Nope, he's perfectly fine. Or she's perfectly fine. You have no idea what's wrong.
So what happened? Just fainted.
Or slap him. Slap her.
Kick her gently, like, hey.
Hey, hey, hey,
Where
hey,
are they?
hey, hey,
You have the answers. Hey.
hey. All right, so Tyson,
Yes.
Gores, as you know where they're at, you have a very strange dream.
Oh,
The dream isn't anything that you could describe. It's very abstract, but it essentially shows you several different areas, if you will. So, in your dream, essentially it just shows you three different locations, or two different locations. Here, and right where the elemental is going.
Here and where? I'm not seeing it.
Scroll out a bit.
Oh, jeez. Okay, I'm scrolled all the way out.
Okay, so here
Okay.
and here.
And he's heading towards the location of the one.
Apparently.
So, do I wake up?
At
There's
this,
only two? I thought there's three.
there's only two locations that you get. And as you're dreaming this and you start to slowly wake up, you realize something. You guys have literally just enough time to go for one as a group.
Okay. Alright, do I wake up now?
Yes, you are awake.
I go, sorry, it just came to me, and it made me, I had like a vision. But it's heading for one right now. It's right here. We only have time to go to one location, so we might as well go there, because if something goes wrong, we can at least fight the elemental.
See, I've been telling you we can fight the elemental, but he's smart. So, yeah.
The other location is way over here somewhere. I marked it on my map, but it disappeared. Yes, right there.
It's in this area. It's in this area. That's not a specific location.
We should probably head where it's going. I could summon a cart or something, or we could just teleport there.
And beat it and try and get this. But how do we summon it?
I don't even know. Where was that temple with the wyvern, with the ice wyvern in it, or the ice worm in it?
Up at the very top of this mountain.
Is
So
that
where we're going?
I had the vision
That's
we're
where
going?
the elemental is heading now, yes, and where the vision was.
Okay.
Ha! Good catch, Kustruck.
Yeah. I think we should go there. Yeah, I agree.
All right.
I will summon a flying carpet. Would the carpet beat the elemental there?
Quite possibly.
It's gonna be close, huh?
Yep, so you summon the carpet. It costs you 2 strain as per usual. And you guys start to fly. What are you doing with Grosh's body?
Poor girl.
Well, we could always... Well, I don't want to bring her. You know what? In this cave, that's probably the safest place for her.
Okay.
We'll just leave her inside the cave, and then when we get done, we'll come back. If we die, she dies anyway.
Yeah, there's no point in lugging this corpse around. Well, effective corpse.
Right.
All right, so as you guys fly up towards where the elemental is going, the elemental roars primordially loud and begins to pummel the side of the mountain as it continues to somewhat climb. As it does so, you start to see off in this distance here, you see what appears to be geysers, which is normal because you've been that area before, but it's almost like the geysers have turned into like a super volcano / geyser, so a super geyser. It was
what were
just
the 4 elements again?
water, fire,
Water,
wind, and
fire,
earth.
What? Okay, that's what I thought.
And
This is the Earth one.
As you guys continue, the air grows colder and colder, and the wind begins to whistle harder and harder. The elemental continues to pummel the side of this mountain. You see the worm, the ice worm that you guys fought before, essentially glide down the mountain as fast as it can glide and flee.
Yeah, when that thing flees, yeah.
Who is flying this
Wow.
carpet?
Tony is.
Oh man.
Tony, give me a hard writing check.
No.
Oh.
not.
I'm going to spend a story point to
Oh.
upgrade one of the purples to red.
I just picked someone at random. It doesn't have to be.
It's a good thing I'm not, because I do not have writing.
I don't
Probably
think
the
you
best.
should.
The best one with agility is probably.
Yeah.
Hard as 3.
Yep, hard is 3.
It's 1 red, 2 purple, right?
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
You got this, Rudy.
I
No,
believe
you-
in you.
Ouch!
So bad.
All right, a freak storm, the likes of which you haven't seen ever, starts to materialize above you. The winds continue to howl. The earth elemental roars with rage and begins to fling some of those rocks into the air.
Rock falls.
No,
characters die.
no. When the rocks go into the air and they start hitting like the dark clouds that are forming, you would swear that you see a face within the clouds. And suddenly lightning is striking all around you guys. Some of it directed kind of towards the earth elemental, but most of it just kind of striking the land at random. Unluckily for you, your carpet is struck.
No!
Oh, frick.
All of you take 3 points of lightning damage as this lightning bolt hits the carpet.
Ow.
Does the soak a factor into that at all? Or
No,
it's just
soak is
3
not a
points, 3
factor in
wounds?
this. It goes right through
Okay.
all soak.
Okay. So, 3 wounds, right?
Uh-huh.
Right.
That was a bit shocking.
The carpet begins to sputter.
That pun is so good.
What happened?
Her pun.
dumb.
Oh, I didn't get it.
She goes, that was so shocking.
Oh. Ah! Christina, take another point of lightning damage for shitty pun.
Oh! Oi!
Anyway, so who's... At this point, the carpet begins to sputter and lose altitude.
Well, I'm maintaining it, so I don't even know. I don't know. Does anybody here have writing?
Unfortunately, your concentration was somewhat broken by the lightning hitting the carpet. Like, it's still there, but you're not immediately powering it because you just suddenly got hit by lightning.
Right.
So is Tony still flying it, or does somebody take control and try to fly it?
You want me to take control? I'll take control.
Go.
Give me 2 seconds. I'm looking for something.
1, 2.
Wait,
I'm gonna
Tony's
need
the
a
one.
couple
Rudy's
more.
the one in carpet. It's up to Rudy.
That's fine. She can grab it.
You can both try and fly it if you like. It'd be like pilot and co-pilot check, so you'd give a
Yes.
boost to Christina.
Do you know what page what type of magic I can do is on?
I can tell you without
It's
having
like
to look.
200 or 215.
So you can do...
I
Sorry, go ahead.
kind of want to cast like a slow fall kind of protection enchant thing. Maybe not protection, because I know I can't do protection, but
Okay, so you're going to be looking at an augment spell then.
yeah. Can I do an augment spell and try and do a slow fall so we don't?
Who do you want to... Who all do you want to target? Because it's going to add 2 dice per additional target here.
just do the carpet, man, because we're all sitting on it. He's in the bathroom.
Okay, yeah,
Okay?
yeah, the carpet.
Okay, so go ahead and give me a... Let's see, and you're trying to just make it slow fall. All right, give me an average...
Yeah, slow fall.
Okay, so essentially what's going to happen is there's going to be an average with 1 red. So 1 red, 1 purple.
Okay.
The wind is howling, so it's going to be 2 blacks on top of that.
Okay.
Because you're having to fight against airflow going into your mouth as you're trying to talk.
Okay.
So, go ahead. So, 2 black, a red, and a purple.
No failures.
No failure.
Well, he didn't roll the purple. It's a red and purple.
So, re-roll and
my
add...
bad.
Oh, yeah, because
Well,
he gets
no,
to remove it.
Minus one difficulty.
Okay, so... Yeah, you don't necessarily make it where the carpet goes any slower. Or, like, slow fall in that regard. However, you do, as you're doing this, the magic that you're trying to cast gets kind of garbled, and the next lightning strike that comes down actually misses, because it kind of, you force the carpet to jerk to the left and to the right. So the lightning just kind of around you.
Wow.
Okay.
Does that mean Christina gets 4 advantages on her dice roll?
5, including Aaron, Tony, since Tony's helping fly.
Go
So
Rudy.
5 boosts
5 boosts.
5
again.
boosts.
That's going to be a red and 2 purples, because I'm using another story point to do it.
Boom.
Oh!
Oh, man. What's up with these despairs?
All right. Wow. Okay, so yeah, you're successful. You guys managed to pilot the carpet down safely, for the most part. However, you don't end up where you kind of want. You land on the back of the Earth Elemental.
Woo! Hi.
Okay.
So essentially, you're on a moving mountain.
If we're on this elemental, can I do like investigation? Can we like look around, do investigation perception checks to see if there's anything like sticking out of him or something like that? See if there's anything that would be
Unusual.
causing the intelligence and
Okay.
the anger.
Go ahead and roll me a hard perception check. It's going to have a
perception check.
setback due to the heavy wind, because it's stinging your eyes, and the dirt that the elemental's discarding is hitting you in the face. So it'll be 1 black and then 3 purples.
Nope.
Ah.
Unfortunately, you are unable to see, as the wind and essentially the dirt is making it impossible to see more than a few feet in front of you.
Okay.
Can I throw out my hand and since we're on the back now, it's kind of hard to fly, of course. Can I summon a bubble around us to prevent the wind and the dirt?
Sure. Go ahead and give me a... let's see, that's a barrier, so...
Yep, it usually starts at 1 purple.
Yep, 1 purple.
Short range, how big it is, so it'll be another purple.
Yep. So, yeah, short range. Are you wanting to empower it to make it last longer?
Well, I just have to continue to concentrate on it to make it last.
Okay, so, yeah, your carpet kind of disappears then when you start to cast this.
Yeah, it's kind of hard to fly, so...
All right, go ahead and roll the average Arcana check.
Average Arcana check.
Nice.
Okay. So I make black flames erupt from my hand,
Okay.
and all of a sudden you see a clear bubble burst around me. All of y'all, like a small area, so we can actually move and not be pelted.
As the bubble forms, and after it is formed, essentially it takes on a smoky tinge to it as well. And just vaguely within the smoke, you can make out different shapes, similar to the ring that Rudy wears.
Oh, neat. Look at the pictures, guys. Don't look too close now. You gotta get sucked in.
Kushtrak is praying again.
Rock, we have no time, bud. We've got to defeat
All right,
this elemental.
where are we going? Any ideas? Rudy, go.
Alrighty.
Where's your beetle?
And I think Kushtrak still has him.
I haven't gotten rid of him, so I guess so.
We follow a beetle into battle.
Oh man, I can't really roll geography again. See if there's a little cave to his heart that we can see and like stab at.
Okay, Tyson,
Do it.
in your mind, you hear Ishchi Surdsi. And that's kind of the idea that you get from it. You almost get like a mental picture from these words.
Oh, God. Well, we're on the right track, Rudy. Where do you think? Use your geography. Where's the heart?
Yeah, we're gonna find us a cave in this big old elemental.
Okay?
We're gonna dig away to.
All right, so go ahead and roll me a
Wait.
survival check.
I'm gonna look at Rudy.
Not
on the
geography.
Or, no, yeah, yeah, okay, geography, because that'll give you
Yeah.
the easier way to find it, because caves would be formed a certain way, and you'd be able to locate it using geography.
Heck yeah! How difficult you said?
Well, your character is very well versed in geography, so I'd say probably an average.
I'll wink at Rudy and go. It might be a woman.
We
It
got
might
it.
be able to swoon the heart.
As you guys kind of like look, as Rudy begins to look around, you find the path, or a path to a cave.
Awesome. So we climb in, and hopefully it doesn't
Are we
collapse on us. Good luck, guys.
Are we going to try and kill this thing?
I'm hoping so.
Is that our objective? Is that our current objective? I'm just making sure that that's our objective, and we're not going to try and wake up the other three. I don't think we'll be able to wake up the other three.
Well, I don't think we're going to be able to get there.
Yeah, you're
I don't
right.
know
They're
if
probably-
killing this elemental is a good idea because isn't he like in charge of the earth on this turtle?
Yeah, he destroying one of the four would throw off the balance. Maybe if we go in there, we might be able to see what's causing this. I don't know.
Get him some Pepto-Bismol, maybe.
Yeah. Or is that
What's
honey?
Pepto-Bismol?
It's a potion I just created. See? And I show him the vial of pink.
Did you really make Pepto-Bismol? This is out of character.
He has an ability to do it, yes. So he now has
Oh my
officially
God.
created Pepto-Bismol.
I'm like, well, I have no idea what that is, but if
This
I
is the
ever
pink
have,
liquid of shits.
if my heart ever hurts or I have shits, I'll come find you, Rudy. If you pull
we
out a
get-
cell
we gotta head
phone
into the
next,
cave.
I swear.
That I'm not going to allow to happen. There is no way that you pull that
Like a
out.
speaking stone in the shape of itself.
Yeah, that's not happening either.
That would be awesome. He hands everybody a stone tablet. Just look at it, and faces appear.
All right, so we're making our way through this cave. I'm gonna scratch at it with my cool knife thing. How well does my thing scratch?
As you kind of
Test
scratch,
structural integrity.
as you scratch into it, it kind of comes away very easily. It's like dirt.
All right, we may want to go faster here, guys.
But you
Well,
get the
let's go.
sense that this dirt is held into place
What?
by more than just its structural integrity. Now, if the creature were to die, this would be a bad place to be.
I am not any sort of magical being. I am seeing stuff kind of falling from the sky. I am ready to progress deeper before we die.
Yeah. Let's go to the heart.
Come on, let's go.
Let's go,
All
let's go,
right.
let's go.
So you guys continue to scuttle through. Your geography, thankfully, leads you mostly easily to the way. As you kind of see the different rocks, you're like, okay, we got to go this way to get further in. And then this way is going to lead kind of back out again, etc., etc. And eventually you find yourself inside the chest of the creature. It takes you about 30-40 minutes to get there of hard climbing, so everybody take 5 strain.
Oh god.
Fuck.
But you guys are there.
All right.
Along the way, you realize something too, guys. Gores hasn't had to use any, hasn't asked for help. Essentially, Gores has just been climbing this like you guys have.
I only got one
Except
arm
Rudy.
too. I'm pretty cool.
Rudy's riding on Pushstruck's back.
Yeah, Rudy's been needing help, but Gores has not. As you guys get to the heart, you see physically what appears to be a giant gemstone.
Ooh.
We're talking like the size, and it's growing as well, just so you guys are aware of how big this thing is. This thing is probably the size of a Kia Sorento. It is
I was
massive.
specific that my gnome would know that.
That's just the size comparison. And it just keeps growing. Eventually it turns into something akin to like a picture, I guess, like a small barn. Like it just is growing, and you can just see it being added to.
Is there any way to get up on top of it, or is it just kind of floating in the middle of a big cave?
No, there's ways to get to it. It almost looks like veins, for lack of a better word. You can actually see like them like pulsating and stuff too. Though you don't hear any rushing like water or anything like that either. It sounds almost like rumbling, like gravel moving along inside these tubes, if you will.
Well, does it look like anything's messing with it to make it act this way?
Go ahead and roll me a hard or an average perception check.
Can we all roll it? I mean, we're
yeah, all of you
right?
can. So yeah, all of you can roll.
Are there runes in this room? This is a weird question, but are there runes in this room?
No, there does not appear to be any
There's
runes.
no. So just standard old perception.
Oops. Wrong channel.
Average perception.
Okay.
There's our perception person.
Shiny.
Why aren't you looking more? There's another one. Dear God. I decided to make a character that's like oblivious to things, just like I am in real life.
All right, so
I'm sorry, but I don't know what.
Kushtrak, are you looking as well?
His mic's muted.
Okay. All right, so as you guys, sorry, Kushtrak, are you going to look as well?
Give me 3 seconds.
Okay.
Perception.
Average perception, by the way, 2 purple.
2.
Trace.
3.
Hey, he got it. Okay, so everyone except for Gores. Gores, you were. I don't know exactly what you're distracted
I'm
on.
4 strain. I'm very winded.
Yep. So you're kind of like
14.
you're breathing heavily from the climb, and that's all you can focus on.
I'm gonna sit down for right now.
And heal 2 strain because you have your 2 advantage. All right. So the rest of you guys look around. Essentially, as you look inside the heart of this creature, or at the heart of this creature and around the area, you don't see anything specifically wrong with it. Like, there's nothing that appears... Like, it's not like the worms where it had... Or the Guardian of the Desert where it had the chains impaled into it. It's not like that. Apparently, something happened to wake it, and that's... As far as you can tell from here, that's all that happened, is it was awoken.
Can we tell if there was anything, like how it was awoken, what caused it to awaken?
No, there's no way to tell from here. You'd actually have to go to where it was when it woke up.
Okay.
Dang it. I want to wake up.
Everybody go ahead and give me a coordination check. This is going to be a hard coordination.
Gosh darn it. I'm no good at these dancing stuff. Hard is 3 purple, right?
Yes, 3 purple.
Oh, I missed the purple. I'm probably gonna fail it.
You're fine. Don't worry about re-rolling. You're okay. Yep. Alrighty. So everybody else. Crunch, crunch, as the creature, the elemental, pummels the side of the mountain. And it sounds like it just ripped the top of the mountain off from where you're at. Okay, why is that fucking red? Anyway, as the creature continues to pummel, you guys are thrown back and forth inside this cavity. Kushtrak is the only one who is able to essentially use the axe that he has to anchor himself to the ground in time. The rest of you get thrown into a wall, where you take 3 points of damage.
Does my barrier help?
No.
Oh.
Not in this case.
I am looking pretty beat
You
up.
get the sense that you guys need to hurry up if you're going to put this thing to sleep, or you need to get the hell out.
How do we put it to sleep?
We need
yeah,
to go.
Can we do some checks to see if we can like put it? Can I do use some magic to try and like at least calm it or soothe it or slow it down on the heart?
Yeah, if you want to try that.
Yeah, let's try that.
Primal
I will
magic.
apply my Pepto-Bismol.
Okay, so you start pouring Pepto on it. Okay. It's good for heartburn, so why not? Tyson, what are you doing?
I'm gonna wait and see what these guys do.
Christina.
I am just trying not to die right now.
Okay.
I'm
Okay.
trying
All right,
to
so
stay on this thing.
Kustrock. This is going to be a hard check with a boost because of the Pepto-Bismol.
Oh, cool.
I'm going to use a story
hard
point
is-
to make one of them red. So it's 1 red, 2 purple.
One
Go
red,
Kustrock.
one purple, because my thing.
We
I
have
think I
story
can-
points.
I'm fine.
And
Oh, buddy.
I'm fine.
all right, so as you tap into the primal magic that is as old as the elementals, you form a kind of connection to the elemental earth. Something that you haven't felt since you were a kid kind of happens, a kind of peace. It starts with fury, and you find yourself reminiscing about some times when some other dwarves would like make fun of you or just essentially aggravate you to no end. You push past it, and you begin to feel almost grounded. As you do, you guys listen, and the primordial has stopped moving, and you notice that it's all the stuff around you is starting to shrink and condense towards you.
I'm not interrupting this. I am not interrupting this.
So are we?
Can I
Are
try?
we gonna get crushed inside this thing?
Yeah, we need to get out.
Is that what you're saying, Nick?
You definitely see the walls starting to like get closer to you.
But he's touching it to make it shrink.
He's apparently
No, I'm touching
calming
it.
the fury of this creature, of
Okay.
this elemental.
I
I knew my
going,
Pepto-Bismol would work.
I'm gonna tell everyone to say, gather around the dwarf, quick,
Right. What I'm doing.
and I'm going to cast a barrier that as it shrinks, it'll shrink around us.
Instead of like directly on you.
Right, like if you have a stone, you bring it out of the dirt falls away from the stone. Something
Yeah.
like that.
I get what you're doing. All right, so go ahead and give me this one. You're going to have to empower.
All right.
They're
and
all
we're
in
going-
engaged with you, so you don't have to do the short range. That's just going to be 4 purples you're rolling.
All right, so four purples is what I need to roll.
Yep.
Well, empowered is only 2, and it's normally 1 for the barrier, isn't it?
Oh, 3. It'll be 3 purples. Thank you. I thought it was
got this
2.
now, bud.
All right, I'm gonna have Swampy help me.
Okay.
Oh shit! Oh, that's right. I'm not casting that spell. Too bad. All right, let's see here. 3 purples and a boost.
Oh,
All right, you do it almost instinctively. As you do, Swampy essentially kind of elongates around you guys and becomes kind of part of the bubble. And he hardens. And as you kind of tink, tink, tink on Swampy's like parts that are making it up, it literally sounds something similar to like steel, like pure steel. But he looks like mud.
I'm going to maintain this while Kustrick maintains his.
Okay.
yeah.
So-
Can I try and soothe him to a point where he wants to go back to sleep and?
He's
and
already on
fall-
that
yeah,
path.
fall. Okay. Okay.
He didn't want to be awake in the first place. No Earth Elemental wants to remain awake. So,
Good.
Am I an Earth all in real life?
what's up?
Earth Elemental in real life?
Quite possibly.
You might be.
Same.
Alrighty, so as you guys sit there and the creature quiets, the rumbling just kind of stops. And the condensing, you guys hear the strain of it against the barrier. For those of you that are not concentrating on the magic.
Mm-hmm.
And it keeps crunching tighter and tighter and tighter. And eventually, it just crumbles away. Looking outside, you see the mountain, completely pummeled to crap, essentially. The entire top half has just kind of fallen away down the sides and into like the water below, and then into the desert on the other side. The temple that was once there is no more. You see parts of it.
Guys.
You see parts of it, like as you look and as the elemental just kind of crumbles away and you don't feel like you need to hold on to this anymore. Either of you with your barriers, you guys just see like bits and pieces of the ruins below. And in part of that, you also see the worm dead.
Well,
Apparently caught in a landslide.
Nice.
Oof. Can I say that?
Good, right?
it's a good thing.
Can I say that there's like a single like wall still up with the sigil of Hubba on it?
I'll say that you see something similar to that, like kind of in the ruin. And as you kind of sit there, and as you kind of have done this, your hands have rotated in like a circle, and your palms are touching with your hands up, kind of like you're cupping water. Just not like the full cup water where you drink from it, but like where you just hold your palms together. Almost like a praying position. And in it, you see a tiny, tiny diamond, no bigger than your pinky nail. And you feel almost like a heartbeat.
Hold up.
Oh, wow.
That's the Earth Elemental?
I guess.
Yep.
I guess you'll have to find out, huh?
And then I'll go put it in Grasha.
Why would you want to put it in her?
I don't
She
think
doesn't
that's
have
how
a
this
mind
works.
anymore. She's gonna die, but maybe them together can live, and maybe her body can be the soothing piece for the Earth Elemental.
I
It won't
think that's
necessarily be
bad.
awake, but the Elemental could use her body, so that way it doesn't have to do what it's done again. A 2-for-1.
I think we should look and see what it was going for under the temple.
Probably going
Probably
for
its
the Earth
brother.
Elemental. Or the Air Elemental.
Yeah.
As you guys kind of survey more and look deeper at it, you look at the mountain and you notice that the mountain was actually formed around something. And as you look at it, it looks very similar to what a turtle's back is made of. Like its shell.
Oh, it's gonna break into the shell.
Yep.
Oh, it was going for the turtle itself. Okay.
Yep. Sounds that way.
As you guys kind of turn, and you don't know what guides your thoughts in this, other than like a little bit of wind goes past like Rudy. You almost feel a tugging on your shadow arm, Tyson, or
Oh, no.
Gores. Kitlin, you're not entirely sure what pulls you. Maybe it's just the fact that you're like, we need a ship.
Yep.
But all of you turn and look at the bay. When you do, you guys see a single ship sailing out of the bay into the vast ocean beyond.
Well, there they go.
What, over here?
Yep, it's actually down here. But it went through that right there.
Well, did we finish this encounter? Can I roll a cool check?
Yes.
Let me do that real quick. I can see the ship though, right?
All of you can.
Nice.
I'm pretty beat up right now.
I'm gonna pocket the little gem.
Okay.
What do I get back for
2 wounds and 2 strain.
Okay. Now I'm gonna do some of that ship once everybody else is done saying what they got to do.
Okay.
I'm just checking something. Oh, I should have done that. Oh well.
But I wouldn't recognize that sail anyway.
No, you do.
Oh, I do?
That's from your home city.
Oh, home. Is it coming towards us or going away?
It's sailing away.
Aww.
Wait, you know that ship?
Yes,
Is it a good ship or a bad ship?
it's a good ship. It's going home. It's my home.
Well, how did it get here?
I don't know.
Why was it here?
I don't know.
Well, we should stop there and find out.
if we could get there quickly and get to the ship before it leaves, I would be greatly appreciated.
Good luck with that. I mean, like, straight up, good luck with that. They're already outside the bay, and we're talking hundreds of miles.
I'm sitting with a huff. Should have left.
If we're not
Flying
gonna go
would
there-
get you faster, but you're not going to catch that ship. At least not the way you guys have been. Anyway, so what is everybody doing at this point? Kustrock, you've pocketed the gem.
I'm sitting
Yeah,
with
I
a
would like
huff.
to-
Is it that
As far for your notes, call it the elemental heart.
Okay.
Totally give it to Grasha so she gets her thought. It gets, even though it won't be her, but the body won't die. I bet we could do it together, Kostrak.
I want to go where he woke up and investigate that. That's what I want to do.
That's smart.
Okay.
That's just like next steps. What do you like? You know.
Sounds like a great idea to me.
Rudy, what would you like to do?
I'll follow him along. I am not squished, so I'm pretty happy. I'm gonna get my beetle back from Kustrock though. You mind passing me my little?
Oh yeah, here you go. You know,
Dude, Tony, I'm so glad you're talking again. This game's been so dull because it's been so quiet.
Oh man, I haven't been saying hardly anything today.
Alrighty. So, Tyson, you wanted to go after everybody else said what they wanted to do, and they're wanting to head for the crater that this thing came from. So what did you want to do?
No, I'm not going to do anything to this ship. It's too far away.
Okay. Alright.
I mean, I don't think there's any spell I could cast to make them stop or all of a sudden just suddenly disappear from there and appear here, is there?
That's greater magic than you can perform.
That's what I thought. Okay.
Unless you talk to Nagi.
No. I did enough deals today.
Alright, so how do you guys want to get over to the crater that you guys can physically see from where you're at?
Did the storm clear up?
Yes, the storm has mostly cleared up. You still have some rain and stuff, but it is clearing up rapidly.
So it's
Is there
not
any
like-
rush for us to go, or can we, like, heal for the night?
If you guys want to take the time to heal, you can. Just keep in mind that you're still not sure what happened to the item from the dungeon at this point.
Well, I guess,
I think we should take one night to heal because we're pretty beat up, and then head down there.
sounds
Or
good.
should we head down there now?
It's up to you. I'm leading this group, Dwarf.
I don't want to be the leader. Oh god.
Oh, looks like you've been promoted to it. So far, you've been taking charge, and everybody else has kind of been following. So good luck with that.
Okay. I think. How long would it take us to get there if we use the magic carpet again?
A couple hours.
Kitlin's
I think we.
Kitlin's quiet. She's just staring off.
Kitlin.
Yes.
Have any input in that?
Do what?
Do you have any input? What do you think we should do?
Well, you know what I wanted to do, but that's not happening.
Well, maybe we can get a ship and follow it after we're done here.
What do you plan on doing?
I wanted to go investigate the crater where he woke up. See what caused it.
That's fine.
Okay. Hey, Goris, can you give us a carpet so we can head down there, or do you feel up to it?
I might be able to do better than that. Is where we're going? I'm assuming like we're over here, right?
Yeah, you guys are physically on the mountain, like right here.
And then where we want to go is over here.
No, where
No,
this
we wanna
big
go-
red X is.
Where this big?
Oh,
Yeah.
The big red X is. Can I have it where we slip through the shadows and appear there?
I was wondering if you were going to ask that at any point in time. All right. Luckily for you, you know those mountain ranges fairly intimately. So yes, you were able to do that. Go ahead and roll me a hard utility check for this one.
I'm not using a story point.
Okay. Yeah, you guys, Gores kind of grabs a hold of you guys a little bit, or has you hold on to her. And as she does, she steps into the shadow of the mountain. And as you guys go, you suddenly feel cold. Extremely cold. Picture like being in Antarctica and freezing, but it's like 100 degrees cooler than that. Like it feels like your very soul is turning into ice. And then it feels like eternity, but it's not. In an instant, you guys are in the shadow of the crater, stepping out into the sunlight.
Oh, good God, demon magic.
Demon magic. Good lord. You can do it too, dwarf. I'll start explaining those semantics of how it works.
As you begin to explain it, Kustrak kind of gets like this glassy-eyed look.
Uh-huh.
And you realize that the magic actually does come from your patron now.
Oh. Shit.
Because you can smell kind of the pool of tears as you step through.
Demon magic. Demon magic. Demon magic.
All right, so you guys are now.
If you start holding up a cross, I don't know what I'm gonna do.
All right, so you guys are now right here at the crater.
Okay.
Hey, Kitlin, can you help us? Is Kitlin still kind of spacey?
Yes.
I'm gonna try and get her back to it and say, can you help us figure it out?
I can try.
He seems very perceptive.
All right, so go ahead. Anybody who wants to look around the crater, go ahead and roll.
Roll what?
Is it perception?
Perception. It's going to be an average perception check.
Oh, I have a thing. I forgot to notice. Heightened awareness. People near me get a bonus, and if they're engaged with me, they get 2 bonuses.
Oh yeah.
I guess
so you guys get a boost to this.
Perfect. My character sat back down, winded. I'm gonna take this time to relax and maybe gain some strain back while they look around.
All right, go ahead and roll me another cool check to see if you can regain any more strain.
Yeah, 2 greens.
Nope.
Yeah.
Average is 3, right? 3 purple?
Average is 2 purple.
Got it.
Holy shit.
Okay. Yeah, so you two, as you guys kind of look around, thanks to Rudy kind of pointing out different formations of stone, essentially you eventually come across, and this takes an hour or two, so Tyson, you're fully healed strain-wise. Actually, everybody is strain-wise.
Okay.
You guys, essentially, Christina, you find it first, and you call over Kustrak. Kustrak happens to find the piece that he's looking for. And instead of it taking several days worth of time to find this, you actually find it in 2 hours.
There, we found it.
So essentially what it looks like is it was a spell of some kind. You're not entirely sure what, because the language in the spell is odd. The closest you've seen to it would actually be the sigil on Rudy's ring. But it doesn't look like that. It looks different. It looks elegant it looks almost like elegant where that marking looks rough and hewn.
What was the bitch's name that stabbed me in the back again?
Dang, such harsh words.
She stabbed me in the back. There's gonna be harsh words.
Wait, I can see. Wait, there's runes here. Where's Rudy?
Yeah, where's Rudy?
I'm assuming you guys call him over, so.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's runes, Rudy. What are they?
look with my special eye.
All right, go ahead and roll me. What are you trying to do with these runes?
I don't know. I have the skill of runes. I will take a sketching of them
Okay.
for personal purposes.
Okay, so you
And
draw
then
out what's there.
I'm gonna see if I can discern any valuable information. You told us before that runes were used for like powering magic, not so much that they're like
So runes essentially are the language of magic. If speaking if magic verbally was to be like regular speech, runes would be the writing of magic.
Gotcha. I'm gonna see if I can learn what they mean. You said they're worded weirdly.
So as you kind of sketch them out and compare and contrast between what you know, go ahead and roll me a hard rune magic check.
Oof.
Oof.
Okay, so you were unable to decipher what they mean. This is old school. Not you get the sense that it's new. It's not as old as the ring you wear, but as you kind of look throughout the stuff, you see very similar kind of markings within this actual rune writing. So you get the sense that this is obviously demonic, but where Nagi Luna's is very rough and hewn looking, this looks graceful and elegant. So whoever is writing this is definitely isn't Nagi Luna. So wherever this originates from, it's a different demon that this came from.
I wonder, does this language look a little, or does this rune signature look a little elvish? Eyebrow waggle to the DM.
Not really. You're not entirely sure. Just type to me what you're actually trying to tell me, because I'm not getting it.
It's so elegant. He's asking if it's like elven type.
No, it does not look elven at all. It's definitely demonic, but it's an elegant demonic. It's almost like okay, hold on, let me read what he said.
Demon in cursive.
Yeah,
this one went to a proper writing school.
Yeah, there was no. Well, maybe. It depends on how the demons view proper writing. If Nagi Luna's way is proper, then this apparently is not quite there. If it's the other way around, the Nagi Luna is apparently not as smart as some others. Type deal is kind of what you get.
Well, she's the one stuck in a cave, I guess, so she couldn't have been that bright.
Skadoosh.
Are these runes still working?
No. You can sense some residual magic, but you're not sure. They're not active. They're spent.
I have an idea.
Okay.
I'm going to look at the runes and then reach into the back of my mind to show it to Nagi.
Okay.
Maybe she can see through my eyes and see what they are.
She's strangely quiet in this case.
Hmm.
You don't feel like any tugging. You still almost sense like there's eyes watching you, but she doesn't say anything.
I got nothing.
You got nothing. That's unusual.
I'm gonna. How are these runes written out? Are they like drawn in the dirt or like magic sigils or whatever?
From what you can tell, they were burned directly into the stone. You're not sure with what, but they were burned.
I'm going to look around the area.
Okay.
See anything out of place.
You've already kind of done that. There's nothing else out of place.
Okay. I mean, just try them.
I was thinking of reburying this heart.
That is up to you if you would like to try that or not.
Can we destroy the sigils?
The sigils?
Before? Yes.
That's up to you guys what you'd like to do with them.
I just say
I
we
want them
destroy
gone.
those before we replant this.
Right. Do you think we should replant him?
Maybe not here, because they may know this location. Whoever did this to begin.
Okay.
But I think we should destroy before we replant.
Do they have to all stay on this island?
Yes. I think.
That's a good question.
Sounds like a crossroads of sorts.
Yeah, that's. Do we keep him or do we? Can I try and sense what this heart wants?
Sure. Go ahead and roll a primal magic check. It's going to be a hard magic check.
Okay.
You got this.
Hard is 3,
Mm-hmm.
but primal magic, so I get.
Woo!
Oh, I super know what he wants.
All right. You get the feeling that it's, as you kind of sense in the heart, it feels very young. And it doesn't feel as though this is the primordial elemental from before. This is almost its own entity, is what you kind of get from it.
Okay. So do I get the sense that if I keep him, the balance will remain?
That's tough to say with feeling off of the heart. However, you do get the sense that this may be a him or a her. It's up to you to decide.
A what?
A him or a her.
A male or a female.
Or
It's a
neither.
lady.
It's up to you.
Oh, goodly goodness. Decisions. I think it's going
If
to
we
remain.
keep it, can I name her?
A non-gender
Huh?
specific.
You're going to keep it
No,
with
Name
you?
her.
I think we're going to keep her.
It.
Her.
Can we name them? Can I name them? I want to name them. Give me the name.
Depends on the name.
Sid.
It depends on the name.
Sid.
Pat.
Yeah.
It's going to be named Pat. Because it could be Patrick or
Wow.
Patricia.
Right.
But what about Sid as in Sid or Sydney? You know, whatever. There's also a mineral called siderite, which is also a mineral, which is part of the earth. I'm doing all these hand signals and nobody sees it because I'm missing.
Oh.
Did that primal magic cause strain, or was it just kind of a sense?
It was just a sense thing.
Okay, cool. I didn't. Okay. Yeah, I think we're gonna keep her.
Okay, so you have decided on a her?
Yeah.
All right.
I'm back. What are we doing?
We're naming a rock.
Pretty much.
Yep.
We're naming a baby rock.
You're what with Baby Rock?
We're naming her. It's a girl.
God.
And for
You
once,
gave
it wasn't
birth
my
to an
choice on
elemental.
whether it was a male or female.
She's not old enough to discern her gender, but until then, she's a lady. Oh,
She's a lady.
do rocks
You know,
reproduce?
If she feels like something else, she can be something else. But until
Hell yeah,
she
we'll get her
feels
some
that-
big old stone titties if she doesn't want them.
What are we doing with this? I guess I'm just totally lost.
We're
here.
taking her with us.
So,
Who's her?
the stone heart that I got from the primordial thing,
Yeah.
it has, it seems like a baby, like a child or something like that. And we're deciding whether or not to bury her back in the ground or bring her with us.
So wait. Does it actually have a body or?
No, it's just the little teeny
Heart.
gem.
Oh, it's
Yeah, the
another
teeny
stone.
gem. Yeah.
Oh, so are we leaving the mama gem behind and just taking the baby gem, or we're taking them
What
both?
about the daddy?
I don't know if there is a mommy gem. Did we see a mommy gem? Is there a mommy gem here?
You definitely
Ask
didn't
the
see
elements.
one.
Oh, so there's just the one gem. So we're talking about bringing
There's
the
just-
gem that you have with us.
Right.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I'm saying put it in Gracia. We'll
Okay, I'll
combine our
try.
magics.
I guess I'll try that if we're gonna
Oh my gosh.
keep it. Why not?
Yeah, we can save 2 people at the same time.
Mhm.
All right.
I mean, I think this gem will be fine outside of Gracia. I don't think Gracia will be fine without the gem.
I want to start destroying
We
this.
might be able to talk to the elemental and find out.
All right. So, Chris, you guys, as you're going into debating on what to do with this primordial heart, you see Kitlin going around and essentially taking like daggers to the sigils and just breaking them up.
Yep.
Okay, messing with magic's bad. I step outside of the circle.
Okay. So, what else do you guys want to do? Because this takes you a little while to break them all up, Christina.
Yep. Because they're debating and everything.
Well, it sounds like we have concluded we're going to try the Gracia thing.
And
Okay.
I'm taking my anger out on them.
All right. So, after a few minutes, like 10, 15 minutes, Kitlin looks a little bit less stressed. And then you guys, I guess, conjure another carpet and fly back to the
Right.
right back to where you need to go here for Grash's body. Boop.
Yeah, I don't think the dwarf will go through the shadows.
No.
All right, so you
No,
end
I
up back.
did not like that.
You end up back up at Lignum. If you'll remember, the entrance to the cave is right here, where you guys just stored Grash's body.
Yep.
Can we take Gracia's body out?
Yes.
Okay. I want to put Gracia's body here. Just make this semi-ritualistic. Make
Okay.
it fancy,
Alrighty.
Then is Gorfang still with us?
Gorfang has been dealing with his tribe.
Yeah.
Okay, then why is Gorfang here?
Oh crap! I got the wrong one. Whoops. That was supposed to be Grasha.
Gorfang. Gorfang appears. I'm blind and I'm here to save the day.
Delete.
Ah, luggage.
Good job, whoever you are.
Alrighty, where is Grasha's token? There she is.
Right there.
Oh,
Gracia's already on the map.
okay, good. I'm glad you said that. All right, so you drag her body and put it on the pedestal there.
Hopefully not by her
All right.
feet.
All right, so this is my idea, Kostrek.
Right.
You're going to provide the life energy, and I'll provide the death energy, so the balance. You hand me
Okay.
the stone. I'm going to plunge my fist. Don't ask how. Into her chest and attach the stone to her heart. And then you supply the life energy. They'll breathe the air into their bodies to fuse them.
Okay.
I think it'll work.
I mean,
You just
If it
jab a
doesn't work.
rock into somebody.
we're gonna kill Gracia, but if it does work, we might save Gracia.
Right.
All right, let's go. She's already
I
dead
think we'll
pretty much
speak about
anyway.
elemental
While
too.
they're doing this, I'm going to look around.
Okay.
I've never been here before, so I'm going to look around.
Okay.
Oh, do not come up here with weapons. By the way, I don't know if this magic's
Planning
still
on it.
here. If you come up here with weapons, I was told not to, so I will not. I did leave my weapons behind.
Okay.
I don't have any weapons.
Just because superstition and paranoia are
Right.
a strong factor in Kushtrak's life.
Yep.
All right, Nick, we're going to try this. When he hands me the crystal, I'm going to put it into the hand of my nub so it looks like it's floating in air.
Okay.
And I'm going to use my black hand to go into her chest and to put the stone on her heart. And then he's going to provide the power of life through
All right.
my body into the heart of Grasha.
Okay. So go ahead and roll me a hard utility spell with a boost.
Okay. My familiar's here, so I get another boost. What does Rudy need to roll for his side? Or not Rudy, Kustruck.
He's not going to roll anything yet. We're going to see if you're successful or not.
Oh, shit. Okay, alright. So you said a hard one?
Yep, hard.
Okay. Let's see here. May I use a story point?
Sure.
Wow, I'm actually going to save someone's life. This is crazy.
The first.
Damn!
All right. So with the stone floating in air for everybody else looking, it just slips into the body, right about where the heart would be. It's actually kind of uncanny how this is working.
You see my nub pressing against her chest. I don't know what Kristrick has to roll, but yeah.
All right, so you're going to try and breathe life into this.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
All right, so go ahead and roll me a hard primal check. You're going to have 2 setbacks.
Oh! Gosh, he's dead.
Okay.
May I boost? Can I? Oh, he gets 3 boosts for my advantages.
There you go. So you get 3. Yep, you get 3 boosts off of this. So it's going to be 3 blues and 2 setbacks.
2 purples.
3
2
purples, 3 purples, and 2 setbacks.
2S.
Oh, only 2
Yep.
because of my bonus.
Yep, that's true. Okay.
Oh.
So you're partially successful. You start to breathe life into Grasha and through the gem. As you do, you feel a sinister energy, something unnatural and unholy, take hold of the body. The eyes immediately open, looking at both of you at once, one eye on each person.
Ooh, that's
That's
not
creepy.
creepy at all.
That's so
Mhm.
creepy.
And then you just hear this unearthly, ungodly wail. Both of you roll me a coordination check.
Oh God. Coordination or
Coordination.
concentration?
Coordination.
What's the difficulty of this?
This is going to be a average purple. So average check. 2 purples.
Good God.
Huh. Nope.
All right. Neither one of you are able to dodge as both fists come flying and hit you both in the face. Simultaneously and just basically at the same time. It's weird how this works. You both are essentially knocked back and fall back onto your butts. As you guys kind of reel from this and like get up, you see Grasha kind of hunched over like a gargoyle on top of this pedestal. Her eyes both watching, one eye watching each of you still. What are the other 2 doing when you guys hear this? Because essentially you guys see like the whole clouds and stuff kind of take a dark tint to it as this unholy thing is created.
Does this seem demonic?
It's tough to say.
You didn't breathe
Is
life
there-
into it. God,
Is there
make it
still
work.
is there still a rock in that chest cavity?
Dyson, go ahead and roll me another coordination check.
Oh.
Wait,
What the fuck did you guys do?
his spell.
Don't worry about it. It's all under control.
It looks it.
Oh, fucking hell.
Hold up.
Sorry.
I
My
gotta do
chair broke.
It's so creepy.
All right, so Tyson, I need you to roll me an easy coordination check.
Okay.
With a boost because you're getting help from Nagi Luna in this case.
Okay. Wait. I'm so sorry to do this. This is taking a moment. I'm posting in general. This is what I see when I see this. Oh my God. This is fucking great.
All right, go ahead. Post it.
Look in general.
Oh, fucking hell. All right, I'm putting that up where you can see it in the video. This is what everybody he is picturing that Grasha is doing. God, that is creepy.
That is so creepy. Guess what the meme is for that? Watching subtitles in movies.
All right, deleting that. I don't want that there anymore. All right. Anyway, Tyson, roll me the dice.
Okay. What's the difficulty?
Easy. So 1 purple, you get a blue because of Nagi Luna helping.
Oh God. 1 purple. Blue. 1 blue from her. Okay. 1 purple. I think right.
Okay.
Bell?
Yes, the rock is not inside the heart or inside the body.
Oh.
However, as he gets punched back, you see the heart, the little heart fly through the air, and it hits a rock, bounces, hits another rock, bounces a 3rd time.
Can I catch it? With
No,
magic?
well, you can try, but let me describe what's going to happen if you don't. So go ahead and roll first, real quick. This is going to be a utility spell, so it's going to be at short range from you, which is going to add a purple to it. Right now you're reeling, so that's going to be, and you're having to do this quick, so that's going to be 2 reds that you're rolling.
Where is it bouncing at? Which direction?
I'm assuming both of you were up something like this, right?
I was looking around, yeah.
No, not you, the other 2.
Okay.
Kustrak and
Wait.
Gors.
So the coordination was a spell check?
No, it was an actual physical coordination.
I'm going to cut myself.
You don't have time for that.
Well, I'm going to...
You can use the blood from your nose.
I'm going to use blood sacrifice. I'm going to bite my lip, tongue, whatever.
You have a bloody nose, boss. You don't need to.
Okay, so 3 yellows, 2 greens. How many purple? Or 2 reds, you said,
2
right?
reds, yes.
Do I get a boost from Nagi again or no?
No. And just to ask again, is this kind of how you guys were set up when you were trying this ritual?
I was thinking more like opposite sides, like he was there.
Okay. So the gem then is flying over this direction.
Shit, I'm too far away.
Because they're actually like this now and sitting on their butts. All right.
I was going to try and run and catch it if it was anywhere near me.
You are successfully able to catch it.
Okay.
And the thing I was going to have happen, nothing happens.
All right. I'm going to try. I'm going to look at the dwarf. Did the body fall over again?
No, the body's still there and moving. The body's actually running at this point and going this direction.
I think this is a bad idea. Kustrak is going to vine and tangle it, like have vines or something.
Okay, hold on. Everybody, go ahead and roll me a. Go ahead and roll me a cool check. Simple cool. We're doing this in rounds because everybody's trying to do everything.
Right.
Only Rudy can save the day.
Rudy, you got this. All on you.
1.1. Tyson has 1.2. Aaron has 1.2. Tony has 1.1.
Okay, so I'll let Tyson and Aaron choose who goes first.
Aaron already said he's going to entangle, so...
Okay.
Yeah, let's try that.
All right. Well, technically, you're both going at the exact same time. So, Kustrak, go ahead and roll the magic there. If you're trying to entangle them, that would be a...
Utility?
I think it's part of an attack, isn't it?
No, it's not an attack.
Or a curse. Well, something like that doesn't do entangle.
That's what I'm looking for. We'll make it an attack because you're kind of we'll make it a conjure because you're trying to conjure up vines to get them. So go ahead, from you to her, it's going to be about a short range. So conjuring, that's going to be 2 purples. Roll me one more Oh yeah, you got this thing. That's right.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, yeah, you completely entangle this creature.
Let's try this again.
I think we should kill it.
Your magic was off and you know it. I could feel it and you know it too, dwarf. Believe in yourself. I know you can Ask your god for help, for goodness sakes.
Why do you want to make her live again?
What is your objective here?
To give Grasha a mind. Otherwise, she just dies and perishes. I mean, she's alive. You're saying that she's dead. She's not. Her body, she is alive. The body is alive. Grasha is alive. Maybe
What
mind
is
is
she
gone.
to you guys?
my thought was giving the elemental power to Grasha would give a mind and maybe save the stone.
The stone is fine.
It would give it a place for the stone to rest.
The stone can rest in my pocket.
Okay.
I just don't know why we need to do this.
At pusti menya dwarf! Maraz!
I have the vines come up and shut her mouth.
You can feel the mouth trying to, like, scream something more.
What did she say?
Ut pusti menya dwarf Maraz.
What does
That's
that mean?
orcish, isn't it?
That's not orcish.
That's probably demon.
That's not orcish, that's demon. And I don't like demons.
I say we kill her.
Let's, she's...
You guys look at the eyes, and one eye rotates towards Kitlin. One eye rotates basically back into the skull, but would be pointing at Kustrock.
That's not weird.
Hold up. I can't resist.
Pulling out my dagger. Tell me how to do it, and I'll do it. She is at least out of her misery.
Let's give her a proper burial.
Alright, so you stab her in the heart. Kustrock slices with the axe, and the headless Grasha falls forward with the head rolling thump, 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 thump
Oh, man. You guys are
into the grass.
Wait. Hold up. The body... Hold up. The body's dead, right?
Yeah.
Using my knowledge, if I were to resurrect the body, would Grasha's soul come back to the body? With her memory?
You have no idea.
Or would the demon thing come back?
You have absolutely no idea. None of you are that acquainted with demons. They have not been seen in millennia. So you have no idea.
Well, this time we're not putting a stone in her.
I'll pick up the head.
Why'd y'all have to cut off her head? You just had a
Great way to get ahead in life.
Well, yeah. Oh, you're laughing at his puns?
Yes, I am laughing at his puns. His puns are perfectly timed and loud enough for me to hear.
Loud enough?
Anyway.
Yeah,
Anyway, so what are you guys doing?
I'm picking up the head and asking Kusma where we're going to bury her.
I think we should deliver her back to her people.
There's nobody on the island. They've all fled.
We only saw the one boat, didn't we?
There was literally one boat.
There was one boat. For everyone on the island? Don't believe that.
What's your thoughts, Rudy? I heard a rumble.
I don't think any of our natives left. Those weren't any orcs that we...
Don't think they did either.
Where are y'all talking about? What's going on? Nobody informs me of anything. I see my ship leaving.
Why would your ship be carrying our orcs elsewhere?
Safety?
You'd think some sort of orcish pride would keep them tied to their turtle, but...
They were
I'm just a little...
This turtle was about to be destroyed.
With us on it.
Yes, with us on it.
We
Can I
saved the
pick up a
turtle.
rock?
What's up?
Can I pick up a rock and just touch it to the crystal?
Sure. You touch the rock to the crystal, and you feel like almost like a magnetic pull, and then the rock is slowly consumed by the crystal.
I don't think we should put this in the ground.
Hence why I was saying we could put it in the body, it would never make it to the ground.
Well, the body turned into a demon, okay? I'm not dealing with more demons today. I had enough
Help it
with
if you
I
demons.
hold up the head. Can we get moving?
After you, as you say that, you kind of half glance back at the crystal again, and you're like, huh, I don't remember this pure, like, clear diamond-esque crystal having, like, a tinge of pink to it.
Aw.
Oh,
And I definitely... What's up?
oh no. Can I try and see where the pink came from?
You
Or
have
is it
no...
just covered up?
It appears to have, like, the entire gem is pink-ish. It's like a very faint pink.
Okay. Hey, Rudy, do you know any good rocks to give this guy?
You want me to give a rock to your rock?
Well, yeah. It ate this other rock, so if you know any, like, good strong rocks, I want my little girl to
Why
grow
are
up
we
nice and
starting
strong.
this shit all over again? We just put it to sleep.
I have a.
Well, if I raise it right, it'll be okay.
No!
Yes. This is
Stop!
awesome. He's gonna ride a rock into battle. Like a rock.
Giant rock
Pioneers
monster.
used to ride these babies for miles.
And then when he rides it into combat, he goes, I got the biggest stone.
And all I can think of now is Squidward. Hold on there, Jethro. Fucking A. All right. Anyway, what are you guys doing?
I'm holding the head, waiting people to tell me where to bury her.
Why are you waiting
We're
for
gonna
them
bring
to
her
tell
to
you?
her
You
people.
can bury them anywhere, Christina. It's a
They were
ritual to
talking
bury.
They were talking about taking her back home.
Yep.
I don't
Christopher
know.
was-
So Rudy and Kustrock, you guys have spent enough time. Actually, even Gores knows this because she's part of this. The most holy site on the entire turtle is this one.
right above the the pool of tears. It's perfect.
That's ironic, yeah.
How is that ironic? Holy magic has always been used against demonic magic.
No, it's ironic because that's where she got.
Oh, okay, I got
she
it.
Died.
Well, hey, there you go. She gets buried where she died. She dead.
Well, y'all want me to try to resurrect her to see if that works? I mean, you just tangle her up. So if she's a demon again, we'll just kill her again.
I'll keep her tangled up. Yeah, I haven't.
All right,
They haven't gone away.
let me just take a stab at
Okay.
resurrecting her, Nick. I'm gonna try to resurrect her.
All right, go ahead and roll it as per usual.
Well, if we bring Grasha back, it's a job well done, Christina. Jeez. Then we'll bury her.
We'll kill her again just to bury her.
What's the difficulty on this? I think I have it in my book.
You'll have to look in the
Like
book because I
4.
don't remember.
It's like 4 purple, I think.
I
That's what I
wrote it.
remember.
I have it written down. I'm not at the computer.
Oh, it's 4 purple.
Yeah.
Oh, perfect. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 4. We'll do send. Ha!
Okay, so as you start the resurrection magic, and this takes a little bit of time to do, the head is inexplicably drawn to the body, and then the two merge back together. As you continue to do this, you feel the magic building and building exactly as it was described in the books that you've learned this spell from. Unfortunately, as you get to the crescendo of the magic, right before you would be able to release it and bring her back, something gets in the way. You have no idea what it is.
Oh, but the bodies reunite is the heart beating, but
No, there is no pulse. The heart is not beating.
at least the head's reattached, so... Well,
All right. Let's,
whatever took her mind away is keeping it away, so there's no more.
Probably that demon below.
Did you just say demon blow?
Below.
Demon below.
Anyway, so are you guys going to bury Grasha?
Yes.
Yeah.
All right, so you guys spend a couple hours digging a 6x6 hole, essentially, a 6-foot hole. You put Grasha in. Do you guys do any like special little ceremonies for her?
I didn't know her, so I wouldn't.
I say a prayer, a ritualistic prayer to Habak, like that I know from my religion.
Okay.
Nobody else?
I say some nice words.
As nice as Gores could.
Yep.
All right.
I wish you could have been my partner.
All right, and Rudy?
Yeah, I'll say a small gnomish song of farewell.
Okay. So you guys, for the
Did I
moment,
think so?
feel at peace.
I'm really pissed.
Oh yeah.
My character's really pissed that we let Grasha go. Y'all just
And
cut her head off.
as you guys feel this sense of peace, another sense of duty seems to take over as well. In varying degrees depending on your character. Kustrak, you feel some sort of... hell, I'll have you guys describe how you feel about this. Go ahead and tell me how you feel.
About what specifically?
Yeah, like after burying Grasha here, an orc woman that some of you barely knew, some of you knew better. How does this make you feel? Your character feel?
My wolf is running on the water and I'm running on the dog.
Oh my goodness. I'm kind of torn up because he still feels partially responsible for it, for what happened, or not responsible, but powerless. So
Okay.
burying him gives him some sort of closure, but still, it wasn't what he would have liked.
Okay. Rudy.
Oh man, I don't know. A little bit sadness. I'd like to let Gorfang know that she's no longer a marionette for, some evil creature.
Okay. Kitlin.
Just letting her know, just indifferent. I didn't know her. I didn't know who she was. I didn't know,
Okay. And Gores.
My character's pissed. Do you know what I could have done with that body? The things I could learn from that creature. Oh my god.
Alrighty.
That
So-
body may not stay in the ground long.
And what do you guys want to do next? Where is your next path?
I think we should go to the docks.
Yes, I would like to go to the docks.
Okay.
Hold up, I got a quick way to get there. Y'all ready? I summoned a carpet. Let's go.
Alright, so you guys fly to the docks. As you get there, as far as like the orcish city or orcish towns are concerned, this one's not like the largest of towns. I mean, in reality, it's still like a village. They do, however, have a few like old ships that they keep in repair. Essentially, they have like 5 of them, 3 of which have holes in them that are not necessarily going to be easily repaired. One of them, of the 2 remaining, is in such disrepair that to be able to use it to cross the ocean is going to take at least... where'd I put the notes? Okay. The larger ship is going to take about a month to have ready before you can sail. The other one
For us
is
to build it or someone else to build it?
for the orcs to repair it. They're in the middle of repairing them.
So they're
There's a
orcs.
smaller one that you guys could take in about a week if you would like to try and cross the ocean. Knowing what you guys know about how the turtles migrate, the turtle that Christina's home is on, and you guys know it as Beeg, is essentially, it's close at about 2 months apart by conventional sailing ship. If you guys sail out now, it'll take you a month to get there, because the turtle is essentially sailing to you.
So we-
If you wait a month, it'll take you about a 2 weeks journey, sailing at a weird angle to get in front of the turtle to be able to land on the turtle.
Okay.
So it is up
and
to you.
Do we want to wait here or do we want to sail? Is the best way to put that, right?
Yes. Do you want to wait a month or do you want to sail in a week?
I prefer a month where we have a nicer ship to sail with.
Yeah,
And
I'd
it
rather
only
have the
take
bigger
a
ship.
short amount of time to get there.
Yeah, if we sail in a week, I know it'll be shorter time to get there, but if we sail in a month, we'll have better odds to making it.
Mm-hmm. I don't want to risk a storm.
Yeah, and we can always get a crew.
Yeah.
Having
know
saved
some
the
people-
orc's turtle from destruction, you have literally no end of volunteers to pilot the ship. You have your guys' pick of crew.
Sweet. I got a group of undead south of here we could use too. What do you think?
No.
Dwarf? I say that as a bad joke, but I'm gonna see the dwarf's reaction.
All right. So,
he's very twitchy at that.
alrighty. So,
Because-
that is where we will end it for tonight. Because it is 9 o'clock, and I'm sure Tony is ready for bed as much as I am.
It's 11
Heck
o'clock
yeah.
there.
Alright. So,
But Tony stayed with us.
that was absolutely amazing, guys. Let me stop the recording.